Put your sweats on for me. Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for ya. Let me lay a great time on ya. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will.
Check. We live.
Yeah, we live, baby.
We live, baby.
We
in
baby.
Here. Hey. Sorry about that. It looked a little weird. Little pause on the uptick. Had to make sure the audio was strizzy. So yeah, we good. Lessons in love. Strizzy. I don't even know where I got that from. Strizzy.
Was it for shizzle my nizzle?
We taking it back to the early 2000s.
The double G dwizzle.
Oh, a little E40 on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we taking it back today. Taking it back.
On my swizzle. You're like, what the fuck?
What are you talking about right now?
Bro, shut up.
Stop it. That's not even cool. I don't like it. I don't like what you're saying. I don't like what you're doing right now.
It's crazy. Niggas let a man get a whole career off of wearing his hat.
Bro,
sideways.
he's a he is a multi-millionaire.
From the Bay Area. Like just doing like the disc jockey voice.
He took it back to like late like early rap.
Yeah.
Like down the street walking to the beat. Like
yeah.
Yo, shout out to E40.
Like, just down the bizzle walking to the swizzle.
Oh, he definitely had this little swizzle to it.
Bro, what?
Yo, he made a career off that shit though.
Made a whole career.
Hey, look, that's genius.
Hey,
talk about all you want to. That's genius though. He found a little niche. And it worked. Hey. And that man came up big time off of it.
Hey, man. Listen, sometimes you find your lady, you stick with it, you know?
True. Very true.
Rather be they say jack of all trades, master of none. Sometimes just be master of whatever the fuck that is.
Whatever the fuck it is. And you rock that shit out and it works. And next thing you know, you end up a pioneer in the rap game and you're a millionaire. Yeah, like, hey. That's all it takes.
Respected in the Bay.
There it is. Much respected in the Bay too.
Much respected. I mean, you got him, you got E40, you got Mac Dre, you got G-Eazy.
Yo, exactly. Look,
Gerald.
Gerald.
I got the plug, I made the call for me.
Shit.
What the hell was that?
Oh no, I forgot. It does. I forgot one. I'm hooked up to the Bluetooth.
Okay.
And then two, I forgot we don't hear the intro music when it's playing.
Confused.
Yeah, like for some reason it doesn't come through on our end, so we hear it if you're watching us on the live. But Lessons in Love, number 9.
Lessons in Love, we live, baby.
Nick at Night, welcome back, baby.
I'm glad to be back.
Welcome back,
man. I am here.
We haven't done have we done the show? We haven't done the show since
I left.
Yeah,
man, y'all can't do it without.
Because you was here for the Currys, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, see, that was the last jump that we did, so we can't do it without you, baby. Like you got to be here for it.
I hope Del and Sonya fix their issues, man. Y'all gotta fix that,
man. Look, but 33 years.
33 years. Fix it.
That's you owe it to like your family, I guess, and each other.
Yeah, we can talk about it more later.
Yeah, definitely do. We definitely do got some other marital issues that came up this week, but then not like today, and a few other topics we go on top. Yeah. I guess it's like maybe this is gonna be like a marital heavy.
Yeah, we can talk about marriage.
You know what I'm saying?
As a man who's separated.
Yeah, that's true.
And a man who's never been married. We got a lot of info on marriage. Got a lot of great advice.
A lot of hot takes.
Let me tell you
what you're doing wrong and how you need to fix it.
Yeah.
Yes, we definitely have all the experiences when it comes to that, apparently.
Yeah.
But look, man, before we dive into it, man, we got a couple things we got to tighten up. But just real quick, man, Nick, man, welcome back, man. How's things been, man? I know you've been busy,
Yeah, man.
You got your the comedy, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's been growing. Mm-hmm. So what's been going on in the world of Nick, man?
Things have been great, man. Things have been good. Things have been great on some wavelengths.
Perfect.
And perfect.
Perfect.
it's sort of interesting on others and kind of like a little fuzzy on some other stuff. In terms of personal life's going great. You know, like I'm exclusive with one young lady now, and she is we are building better and better each day. We're getting better in each day, and we're building that connection, that bond. It's going really well between
Dope.
me and her.
That's dope.
Yeah, she's great. We got on the professional side, on the comedy side. I'm an official member of the team at Broken Mike Comedy. Follow them, very funny guys. Old Mike B, Brandon, Gaston. Follow us. We are building. We are adding a new Wednesday show with Exiles in DC. We are adding a show. We are adding a late night Saturday show at the Comedy Loft, which is huge, which is massive, and we'll be doing showcases every fourth Saturday at the Comedy Loft. Or no, I forget the venue for that, but I'll figure out the venue for that. Anyway, it's in the post. Follow us, man. Very funny guys. Live comedy events. Come watch me do stand up. I'm hilarious. Duh.
By the way,
so things are going great there. Family wise, my uncle passed, so we kind of been dealing with that. Things are going okay. Family's adjusting with that. And then also just like health wise, I've been good, like physically, but mentally I've been having some
kind of draining,
little drain. Yeah, some psychological stuff. I went to the VA. I'm about to set up some appointments with some doctors.
Hey, there you go.
Anxiety. I've been having headaches a lot recently, so.
Really?
Yeah, so about to go get that, see if that's stress or what that's about. So, dealing with some things. Pray for me, y'all.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and doing some good stuff. Reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Check that out.
Think and Grow Rich.
Very good book. Yeah, very interesting. So, a lot going on with me. How about you, Dev? What you been up to?
Much of the same, bro. Like for real, honestly. Much of the same. Working. I was telling you earlier today, there's going to be some changes coming concerning that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get into much detail, but definitely going to be looking to get back into school, picking that back up full time here, because I got some goals that I'm trying to get accomplished within like the next year as far as achieving my degree.
That's what's up.
What else? Man, school's coming up. Oh yeah, man. So I got some side projects. I'll rap to you on the B sides about that real quick. You know what I'm saying, before you smash out.
I think you about to say I got some side chicks.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, bro.
Well, all right, then talk about it then, shit, nigga. Hey, what's up?
Let them know.
Nah, man.
None of y'all the main dishes. Ain't
None of y'all.
no steak on my plate. All
Know
right?
your place. I got the lobsters, I got the filet, and I got the scrimps. Like all y'all's the mains, but y'all all's the sides. Like
y'all all the mains, which are on the sides of each other.
Understand that. This is how I'm working the situation.
It's the main platter. You ain't no shrimp cocktail, baby girl. You on the plate.
You on the plate. You're not hanging out the side of the little rim with the cocktail sauce. You on the plate.
You on the plate.
Yeah, I understand that. And it's like the cookout plates with the 3 sections.
Ooh.
So you in your own lane, you in your own zone. So stay there.
You got the plate. You got all your knees. Because ain't nobody got y'all had a table space.
No table space, so you just eating off the knee space. That's it. That's all you doing.
Trying it on the knees. Damn,
and here's the thing though, ladies, don't feel bad because I'm eating y'all with fine utensils. I'm not using the plastics.
How you got a paper plate, but you use a regular utensil?
You gotta use the utensil. You gotta use the fine.
My grandma would kick my ass if she saw me using her regular utensils on the
paper plates.
Outside. Boy, if you don't take that back inside, we was out. I don't care.
We outside. Nah, apparently not.
Losing forks in the yard.
Can't do that. That's how utensils get lost.
That's how utensils get lost.
You're right. I'm gonna have to rethink that strategy.
Losing Granny's good butter knives.
Can't do that.
With you?
Can't do that. Did you get that out the cabinet or the drawer? Because you're fucking up if you took it out the cabinet. That's the good shit.
If you ever took something out your grandmama's cabinet, it was
a wrap, bro. It was a wrap.
If you go get out the drawer, Go get it from over the kitchen sink.
Oh, over the kitchen sink.
That's about it. Don't you dare. The cabinet in the living room.
Not the good shit.
Oh
Don't do
God,
that.
that's how you get killed.
That's a foul right there. That's a you about to get some hands put on you.
It's weird that like they sold like China dishware to Americans like on the basis of formality. Like they're dishes that you're supposed to use if the president comes over or some shit.
Like not everyone needs fine china.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the dishes if like a diplomat or something. Like you live in Knoxville, Tennessee, Granny.
That's it.
What diplomat is the mayor coming? Where the fuck?
Somebody, the city council member. Like who is coming by here? Are you hosting daily or weekly dinner events?
Yeah.
No, you're not. So what is this even for?
They sold them bitches all that China.
They did, man.
In the cabinet.
They got
a
them.
little corner cabinet in the living room.
They got them.
I got. My mama got China.
Exactly.
We don't even have people over.
That's what was the point of it?
People ain't never been up for my house for anything other than barbecue. We gonna eat the ribs on the China dish.
Yeah, exactly. You got me fucked up. Got me bent. Oh man. But look, real quick, man, before we go in a little bit any further, you know, I got to do the little housekeeping, as Rick calls it, man. And just real quick, man, and we ain't even gonna spend too much time on this, man. If you guys are watching the show, you guys are tuning in, you know what I say week in and week out, man. Give us that Showtime love. And all that is, man, you like the show, you love the show, hate the show, take the time out to like, subscribe, and share. That's it, man. This is plain and simple. This is how we're going to grow. This is how we're going to get to our milestones, and we're going to be able to keep providing you guys with the content that you guys like and love or hate. So show us some love on that end, and we're gonna get into this, man. So you know how we start the show out regularly, like, you know, age and you know, relationship status. So Nick, man, I know you kind of, you know, gave us a little preview, but just for the people that's tuning in, man, what's the age and relationship status, bro?
My name is Nick. I am 28. I am currently dating, legally single, but dating somebody. It's going very well between us. Find lots of points of connection. Lots of very similar ways in how we view the world, how we view things. She actually helped explain like retirement savings to her for like 4 hours this weekend. Got herself with a brokerage account. She contributed to her 401k, get it matching.
Nice.
That's how I feel. Listen, this me personally. I'll say this, then you can go on your thing. I like to leave people better than I found them.
Absolutely.
You not go if we talked or we dated, you gonna walk away with some nuggets of information, something that's gonna help you try to be a better person, whether that's financial, emotional, something. I'm trying to leave people better than I found them, right?
True.
So even if we never work out, as long as like she's on auto pay with that 401k, she keep doing it.
You're good. You're set. That's it.
You're gonna be a millionaire by 60.
That's a step in the right direction.
So yeah, so that's what I try to do anyway. But we're her good. Hung out weekend. She's been coming to comedy shows.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Y'all will meet her soon.
Is there a little bit of anxiety there? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's a little like have someone so close to you.
Honestly, what's interesting is not really.
Okay.
Because not really, because I don't know. I've had shows where girls have come and have been nervous. I'm not nervous with her there. I don't know. Maybe it's because she's heard the jokes before. Maybe because I don't know. I'm more focused on the crowd at hand. But no, I'm not very. There's
a level of comfort there, I'd imagine, just based on you guys' dating ship. So I guess that probably contributes to it. Yo, shout out to everyone that hopped in the chat. Who's that? Can you see those names?
Robin Topman and Fabio Alves. Shout out to y'all for commenting. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying, joining in, man. Bring some folks in with y'all, man, because we're going to be talking about some stuff tonight. What's that?
The weight lift?
Yeah, right.
I don't know what that means. I appreciate you.
But if it's strong, we strong on this side, man. Yeah, we strong over here.
We're strong over here, baby. All right.
We getting it in.
But how about you, Dev? What's been going on with you, your love life?
Man, so look, 35. Y'all know me, Dev, man, aka PG Jakes. 35.
In no man's land.
Yeah,
the
that's
danger
it.
zone.
Hey, hold on. It doesn't exist the same way for us as it does for women, man. Like that's their danger zone. We got some time with ours. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Dun, 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 dun.
You ain't shit. Come back talking shit. This motherfucker. Welcome back, motherfucker. Welcome back. 35, separated, and not currently dating or anything like that. Just kind of focusing on getting my life right. You feel me? Just
I feel it.
Embracing MGTOW.
You're not MGTOW, are you?
Nah, man, I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah. And I approach like the whole MGTOW, red pill, all that type of shit. I approach it a little bit differently. For me, it's just like, taking the time out to kind of get a better understanding of myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not just completely disavowing women and just bashing them. It's just like, nah, like, I've been through a lot. So why not take the time out to kind of just get a better understanding of me? So whenever I am ready to be back out there, I'm a better version of me for the next person. You feel me?
Absolutely.
So that's kind of how I take like the whole MGTOW and red pill shit. But there's extremes to all of this.
Yeah, no,
you know
guys go way off the deep end. I think the best thing, the thing that was most helpful for me learning in the past year, being in like, looking at all this YouTube stuff on relationships, is really, there's two things. One, you said it already. It's just like understanding that, like, as a man, I have time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think, and like, it's also like, cause I like, like living in Oklahoma for like my 20s, right? You see people get married out there super, super young. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys, like, especially being in the military too. You when you're in the military, guys get married 19, 20, 21 years old, easy, right? So being in Oklahoma as well, it's like seeing all these people, you think, oh, well, I mean, I'll be married by 25, 30 at the latest. You start putting yourself on your own mental clock.
Right.
You're like, oh, well, I need to lock something down or settle down. And like, it's one of those things where it really took like watching some some male self-improvement content for me to go like, oh shit, like I have time. Like there's
absolutely.
And then two, also understanding like the masculine roles of a relationship in terms of provision and protection, and really leaning into those things and coming into my own with a lot of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So and like understanding like, like I don't know, I grew up in Colombia. It's very liberal up there, it's very like, like it's like very like we grew up very like girl power and very egalitarian, and like a lot of like, and stuff like that. So I was just like, oh yeah, like women want to split, want you to want to pay half the bills as well. And I realized like, oh, like,
was that a learned experience? Like, well, wait a minute, maybe that I'm a little bit off on that.
Yeah. I think that was the thing growing up. It's just like, it's like, nah, they don't like.
It's
that.
not like that.
They don't like that. They like to say that.
Yeah, it sounds good.
It sounds good.
Sounds amazing.
They just take the lead. Just take the lead. You ever split a date? You ever split a check?
Gone Dutch?
Gone Dutch?
Have I ever gone Dutch? No.
Never?
No.
Okay.
I've never gone Dutch.
You let her pay.
Nah. Just straight savage.
Yeah.
Future mode.
Yeah.
Sensational. Get her to pay for it?
Yeah.
Nah, you taking me out today, girl.
Hey, I left a wall at home.
Oh, you can just go straight savage. Like, yo, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in a little bit and just bounce.
Yeah.
Yo, so you just there to get the meal.
Did you ever hear about that dude, the Dine and Dasher?
What? There's been a couple of them recently. Like, what? Like, he makes a habit of doing. Wait, there was a dude in this area that was doing that.
There was a Dine and Dasher in
Dude,
DC.
he was a serial Dine and Dasher.
Yeah, there was a guy out in California. They put him in jail.
Are you serious?
He went to jail for it.
What?
Yeah, he was
How?
asking. I don't know. He was asking women out on dates, right? They would show up to the date.
Come on.
They showed the date. He'd already be eating before they got there, right? He'd order a to-go plate.
Yo.
He'd order a to-go plate, right? And then he'd be like, hey, I'm going to go to the bar real quick. And then he just skirt out.
Yo.
And then leave with the bill.
Stop
He
playing.
did to like a dozen women.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Like,
Yo, that's wild as shit.
like a bunch of like middle-aged women with like, yeah.
Yo, man, he went to. How do you go to jail for something like that?
Yeah. He also barely like he was also like got a haircut and didn't pay as well, like a snip and ditch. That's what they call it. Snip and ditch. So he hit it with a snip.
How do you break out of a barbershop? You dip out the back door or something?
It was a white barber. Oh, I left my wallet in the car.
Oh, he bounced on. Oh, he was a savage.
Yeah,
yo, there was a serial dine and dasher here in the DMV a few years ago, and a good friend, family friend of mine, fell victim to his antics. Man. Yeah, man, and it was bad. She gave me like the whole rundown, and I mean, this dude was just smooth with it, man. Unfortunately, he was just like, "Oh man, you know what? He was like something like his mom was just like caught a flat, and like he was like on the phone like trying to deal with it, and she's like, yeah, go ahead, handle that. They just never seen him.
Have you seen him?
I was like, tell me, have you seen him?
He was just here 5 minutes ago.
Oh no, man, I can't go that crud, but I've never gone Dutch. I'm trying to think about. I think my ex, she has taken me out, but you know, at that point, that's like it's not the same as like dating, like you know.
You gonna pay for me on my birthday?
Yeah, exactly. You gonna take me out somewhere nice, motherfucker. Like you paying for this, so yeah. But no, I've never done anything. If I've ever gone out with a young lady, it has typically been on my dime. I've never been you know, against that. You know, it's like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
So that's wild. That's funny as shit, man. And then it's crazy, but it's okay for women to kind of expect it to be taken care of in that way. Like it is the norm. It's supposed to be the norm, but we're in like this new age of like equality. So it's like you get the contradiction within that.
Well, I mean, also, like, you think about, like, how many girls, like this is different, right? But how many girls, like, want to fly out, want to take trip. Remember, like, that girl who flew out?
She got flued out.
Got flued out. Was supposed to be, like, it was like, a dude was like, oh, bet you're at the hotel, bet I'll come. She's like, wait, you meet in the morning, right? As friends, right?
Right. $1,000 later, he done spent all his dough.
Yeah, exactly.
And she want to play them games when she get to the hotel.
Now she want to play dumb. Now you want to play. Now you want.
Nah, she was playing all right. She was getting her insides played with. It just wasn't by him.
Somebody else.
That's what I'm saying. Like she knew someone in the city.
Damn.
She's like, yo, I'll be there. And she got there, and he was over there tickling her insides while Buddy was like, all right, I'll see you in the morning. She's like, as friends?
As friends? Yeah.
Oh, no. Shout out to Homeboy, though. He took a stand. He took a stand for men everywhere.
He said, listen, you're not going to do this to me right now.
No, we're not going.
The hotel room is canceled.
You got to be out by 11 tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I think they were going to kick him out that night. I forget.
No, he was like checkouts at 11.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
But she was supposed to be there for like 2 days. No, 3 days.
Yeah.
So the last 2 days was canceled.
Hope you get that other dude to pay for it.
And then canceled the flight back.
Yep.
Yo, he went.
What are you supposed to do with that?
Like, don't play me.
No, yeah.
Don't play me. Like, don't play people in general. Like, even like, you know what I'm saying, men and women, women and men. Like, don't play somebody just for your own benefit. Like, that makes you such a cruddy, shitty person.
Yeah. Me and my girl were talking about this, but it's like two sides of the spectrum, right? It's like about imping, you know. Be you too sensitive, imping, you know.
Imping.
And S Lutz on the other side, right? And it's like, because it's like really what it is, right? Either on both sides of the dynamic, right? You have to look like for men, like their currency is like time, money, attention, right? For women, it's the currency is, usually sex or nurturing, caring, the other things that come with a relationship, right?
Right.
So it's like on both sides, right? Like an imp, right, is someone who gives time, money, and attention with nothing in return. On the same thing, a lut is someone who gives sex or attention, favors with nothing in return. It's two sides.
I got you.
You a lut if you just giving it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think it's an interesting concept to think about. Like, if it's two sides of a scale.
True,
know?
very true.
Yeah. So
What do you think about a wife
okay,
lutting within the marriage?
that's I mean,
That's a
with
diff-
her husband, that's good.
She's married. No.
Oh,
In a marriage, but outside of the marriage. What do you think about?
Some dudes let their girls get down like that. I don't know.
Could you?
No.
Yeah,
No.
if you knew.
Dupe. You gonna talk about it?
Yeah, man. Look, that's
Bring it up.
we gotta talk about that, man. Real talk admin wants to call in. What? Okay.
Who's gonna call in?
One of the Real Talk Facebook group admins.
Okay.
That me and Ricky is a part of. Like they wanna call in.
Let's go. Bring him in.
I'm gonna tell Rick. Yeah, hold on. So I apologize about this, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to get some production work going on.
All right, I'll cover. Hey, what's the deal with airline food?
Oh, the good old.
Take my wife, please. Is this thing on? Hello, my baby. Hello, my.
Right. Hello, my direct time girl. But look, all right. So my bad. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Back on topic. So look, you gotta.
Top of the morning.
What was he? A spine surgeon in New York?
Yeah.
Was in New York?
New York spine surgeon.
So I just imagine a spine surgeon in New York. He's probably a millionaire, however many times over. He's making the bag. By all accounts and purposes, the guy. I wish we had a graphic of him. So we can show you guys this
He's
picture.
a good looking dude. You could probably pull it up.
You know what? As a matter of fact, Ricky, man, tell me how to share the picture.
Do the Googles.
Yeah. Tell me how to share the picture on the stream, whatever, so I can show everyone this couple in general. So here it is. We have a first topic, man. Look, you had a spine surgeon in New York making the bag. Good looking guy. By all accounts, you could probably consider him alpha if you ascribe to that terminology.
Oh, yeah, high value.
High value man, at least. Looked like he was in shape, so he wasn't no slouch. You know what I mean?
Looked like he was in great shape.
Right, and he married was Miss Connecticut. I think that was she was Miss Connecticut.
Like she was Miss Connecticut.
She is. I think she is Miss Connecticut.
I don't think she's currently Miss Connecticut. I think she was.
Oh, but she was. Okay, so maybe at one point she was Miss Connecticut.
Or at least competing.
Right, at least competing. No, I think she won the Miss Connecticut, but she whatever the national one is, Miss USA. She was competing in that one, so she won the title.
Yeah.
So former Miss Connecticut or current, whatever the case is, he married her. Like whatever, that doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter what she is now because all we know is she was lutting in a relationship. Okay. Slutting in a relationship. But what I mean by that, ladies and gentlemen, this young lady dealing with a high value man probably has a nice little
not dealing with married
to this high value man. So he's probably
no talking.
And there wasn't nothing like that.
Wasn't no side.
There was obligations there.
Yeah, wasn't no sneaky linking.
There was none of that. There were vows exchanged. She was tied to this man. And come to find out that this young lady was definitely a
low value woman.
A no valued mindset.
Low value.
The woman,
abyss level thinking.
Ooh. Shout out to MTR. But yeah, bro, like she was out there getting it. Mm-hmm. Now, according to the court documents, she was a high value escort within the marriage. And she racked up over the course of however many years about $750,000 worth of income from escorting. So she wasn't no $40 back page jump.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. The easy one. Yeah, the easy. I got that.
Easy kill. 40.
40.
I can find 40.
You know what? I was going to spend this stuff. And then, matter of fact, let me put
I was going to get some gas. If I can get some gas on the credit card. Hold on now.
Yeah. I got 40 right now. That's it. That she wasn't no $40. Probably more along the lines of 40,000. 4,000. 4 to 40,000. She was getting paid.
That's crazy.
Within the marriage, mind you. And he finds out because he's seen some text messages. He, starts to ask questions. Yeah. And then it all comes out. Now, A little bit of backstory, a little bit of back, real quick, and then I want you to jump on this one.
Okay.
As far as the income goes, and her explanation of the income, she told her husband that she was, what she told her? First of all, she told him that she was attending college at the University of like Connecticut or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so first lie.
Yeah.
First cap, because as it comes out, she's not even a high school graduate.
Hey.
So first lie. First lie. And then, still he's questioning where the income is coming from. She told him at one point she received a $500,000 inheritance from her great grandmother.
Okay.
Shame on you, first of all, for bringing your great grandmother into this. Not gam.
She already did.
Yeah, you don't.
I can't bring her into it. She already did.
Yeah, but,
she can't even get in the middle of this.
come on, man. Like have some respect, some decency. Don't use gam.
Listen. All right.
And then the last, but certainly not least, she told him that she was developing an app and was receiving
Federal funding
to develop the app. So she was gaming this dude all the way around. I mean, her story was tight. Don't get me wrong. How can you really, if you don't know, how can you argue that?
Listen, I mean, what did Drake say? It takes some finesse.
She definitely
see you finesse.
She definitely pulled a.
I want my baby to have your eyes.
I guess it's a good thing they ain't have no kids because he would have been in a world of trouble.
That would have been crazy. I mean, how would you even know they were yours?
Oh my Lord!
Yeah.
Oh, that's scary. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's scary.
That's the biggest fear.
Wow.
Right there. I mean, yeah. I mean, she was just finessing. Oh, there's so many ways to go about this.
Think about it. Talk about it, bro.
What was the app she was developing? OnlyFans?
Was
Is she the OnlyFans developer?
Admin on OnlyFans?
She was the Pornhub mobile app admin user. Yeah, man.
Okay, all right. Yeah, go ahead. So,
yeah, man. But I think what you want to talk about earlier, right, was the idea of like this woman, this woman married to with a man that's high value, right, and her still not being satisfied with the life that she has. Right?
Talk about it. She got a high value man, which a lot of women say that they want these days, and this is a response, or this is what happened. Like,
I think what happened. I think there's two things that's got to happen in their minds. One, she's just like a pathological liar. Like she's just clearly like a sociopath. Like she's someone who's willing to lie and do whatever to be perceived a certain way, right?
Right.
And she's willing to keep up with lies and do no matter what to keep a story going, right? So
I got you.
So I'll say that's one side, right? I think she's also someone who very much enjoys attention and male attention, and found a way to found an outlet for that.
Right.
Found an outlet for that.
Yeah.
And so I think even if you're like a guy, even though she should, and then I think the last thing is just like she's someone who was not grateful for her situation. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't think a grateful person doesn't do that. She's just someone who wasn't grateful for her situation.
True.
And she didn't know. I think it's really hard for someone like that. She's a beautiful woman. She's gorgeous, right? I think it's like, here's the thing: is like when you feel like when you start taking what you have for granted. Or here's the other thing, right? Like think about it. She's a high value escort, right? She's
right.
Selling, it's $5,000 nights for her and stuff like that, mm-hmm. Or for time with her, right? So she's probably also thinking like, I mean, my husband's a doctor, making he's a millionaire, but all my clients are millionaires too.
So there's like no real fall off for her.
There's no real fall off for her. She could just get she got $750,000 in the bank chilling.
Jeez, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She racked up.
You can rack it up, and she could find. I'm sure there were guys that she was dealing with who were, because when you get into that realm of like really really high end prostitutes, there are guys who are willing to take you on, like if who can get your background scrubbed and.
Oh, you talking about those types of guys?
Yeah, guys got. I mean, S imps. S imps that would be willing to take you on and might be willing to take you in. Guys who might be very, very, might be very, very into you and what you do for them, and say, oh, you know what, it's fine. I got it.
I mean, but at that, like, okay, when is enough enough?
So for some people, it's never.
And that's the sad reality.
Yeah.
And shout out to Abba and Preach, man. We watched them. We all watched them, and they covered this. And Preach brought up a really good point. He was like, some people, she may be getting the validation. It may not even be so much about just the money, so much as she's receiving the validation that men desire her, and she could put a price tag on that value. Yeah. And that's huge for, so it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't matter how much you making. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because for her, if she craves that attention, you will never be enough.
You'll never be enough.
You'll never be enough.
Yeah. And this is the thing where guys need to learn how to pick and vet better, right? And,
True.
And while you need to be much more, like, I know it's really, really easy, especially for young guys, right, to fall head over heels for somebody and really,
unfortunately,
and really try to make that person work and do whatever. I've been in that position, right, where I've been head over heels with somebody and really tried to do everything I can to make it work, and then you start tolerating things that you shouldn't tolerate, and start ignoring things you shouldn't ignore, right? And it's one of those things where you got to, as a guy, you have to be a lot more to be the leader in your relationship. You have to be a lot more rational, and you can love somebody and have love for them and be in love with them, but you can't allow that to overtake your rationality.
True.
And what you're doing. And so you can't fall so head over heels that you lose your rational sense and start making poor choices, and you don't do the background checks you should on the people you're dealing with, or aren't doing the, you're not doing the research, or the things that you are seeing that are red flags you're avoiding because you want this person to be the right person. And that goes for both people, right? That goes for men and women. Don't avoid, don't avoid red flags you're seeing. But I would assume that if you've allowed a woman to trick you that she's gone to school at UConn,
that's tough, man.
Like she's faked it. Like she's like, obviously you don't expect a whole facade. And here's the other thing. I think it's also a pretty privileged thing, right? Because when beautiful women tell you stuff, you just accept it.
You go with the flow.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, whatever. Yeah. As a pretty girl could tell you that the sky is red. You'd be like, I mean, sometimes it do be red.
You know what?
Yeah, like at sunsets. I see what you're saying there.
You start rationalizing her shit.
Yeah. Who's out of all of you live experts, who's been in the longest relationship? Ricky. I think it's Dev, obviously.
Yeah, I would probably say me. So with my ex, it was 12 years total.
A slave?
Ooh, 12 years a slave. I ain't even. Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, we are on point tonight. I like it.
That was just a nigga undercover bossing slavery.
Really?
He has pulled up. Hey, I don't think you guys are doing that, right?
We ain't doing that, are we?
Sorry, go ahead.
Nah, man. Oh, it just popped up twice. Yeah. So 12 years. 12 years together and 4 years married. So yeah, Ricky, I think I might have even beat you out. 'Cause I think they've been like 10 years.
So I got a question for you, right, on this tip. How are you with somebody for that long and you don't marry them? Because you said together for 12 but married for 4. So
yeah,
like, how are you in like an 8-year relationship?
It was on and off. It wasn't like 8 consecutive years. It was just like, like 2 years here. Okay. And you might break up, but neither one of y'all are like really going nowhere. And then so you might get back together like 6 months or a year later. Okay. It was like one of those like on again, off again type things. Okay. And then, after a while, after about year like 7. No, I'm lying. So look, full disclosure, because I don't mind talking about this. Yeah. So let's say we met 2009. I went to Korea in 2011. I came back. So in 2012 is the first time that it's senior. Okay, I didn't even. Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you definitely got us beat, pops. Like for got me beat. So the first time I proposed, yeah, that's pops. That's Ricky Senior right there.
What's going on, Ricky Senior?
So damn, where I was. Oh, so the first time I proposed to her was 2012, and she accepted. And I had, we were like trying to do something, trying to transition. We realized that we need to go to counseling. She was in the church. She was in California, and I was transitioning from Korea to North Carolina. And she made I didn't agree because I felt the type of way. I'm like, I just asked you to marry me. What are you talking about? But she made a very grown up decision at the time that she wasn't ready to be the wife, a wife.
That is a grown up decision to announce that.
And I didn't appreciate it. She's like, I'm not ready. Like, I need to go to more counseling for myself individually. And she's like, we can just kind of blah, 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 hold it off, And I was like, you're a lie from the pit of, what do you, and I just didn't agree with it.
Because you all in love.
I was ready.
Yeah, you was ready to be a husband.
Yeah, man. We had our daughter at the time.
Okay.
You
already had your daughter? Okay.
Yeah, so our daughter was three at this time. Yeah. So we already had our daughter. Now I'm like, man, and I knew because I was going to California, I was going to North Carolina, and they was in California. Like, bro, I was flying to California like twice a year.
Yeah.
Like when I left, like when I came to North Carolina, I was going there like twice a year, and then I would fly them here like once. So I was coming out of pocket. And I was like, hey, us getting married a couple years ago would gotta say that's a whole lot of money, but it is what it is. And then after she got pregnant with Junior, that's when I'm like, all right, we're not doing this anymore. Like this whole back and forth. No, we're gonna do this, and y'all are coming here. We went to her sister's wedding in Houston, Texas, and I was like, when y'all leave there, we get done there, y'all coming to North Carolina. We're gonna have your house packed up there and everything shipped over, and that's what we did. And then that was in 2017, and then we got married in 20. Yeah, we got married. I'm sorry, that was 2016, and we got married in 2017, and then boom. I'm saying that was the past 4 years. So.
Yeah. No,
it was like one of those things, like, what I'm saying? You're not going nowhere. We weren't going nowhere at the time, and we knew we wanted to be together and try to make it work. We had kids, and we really was vibing to a certain point. But yeah, that's my little spiel real quick. But enough about me, because we gonna get back onto this shorty Miss Connecticut.
Yeah.
That had this high value man that didn't appreciate it, and what that proves to me, what that shows me.
What's that prove to you?
That women nowadays, modern women, as we come to call them, they want the 10% of men.
Okay.
In general, they want the 10% that the 6-figure man.
Yeah.
Because they believe that's their happiness, that's their goal, that's where they want to be. They will be the woman he wants her to be if he's making this and he's doing this and he got all his ish together.
Yeah.
You have a prime example of a young woman that lands that, doesn't appreciate it, and takes full advantage of it. So what that shows me is there's no real happiness if women are looking for high value men and that to, bring about their happiness, then you're starting out with a flawed mindset.
Well, I think it's a flawed mindset in either for anyone to look at someone else and go, what can you do for me?
To make you happy?
Yeah, to make me happy. Or what can you do for me in general? You should be looking to provide value to somebody else, right? And that should be your ticket. I don't know, I'm someone who's of service to whoever I'm with. And I like that, and whoever I'm with is typically of service to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she was someone who was walking into this going, what can I get out of that, right? And I think it's more I think there are women who have high value men and who appreciate their high value men greatly because they know what they have. I think this is just someone who was just a rampant sociopath who's a very mentally not right person. I think that's the best way I could put that. That someone's like
No, it's
So someone who's going through a lot mentally, who's doing a lot of rationalizations, a lot of justification, probably has some underlying narcissism. I think the interesting conversation that I've heard recently, right, is that a lot of the conversations that like women have had amongst women for the last 20 plus years have really sort of socialized what we would consider like narcissism.
Made it like socially acceptable, make the norm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, made narcissism or really sociopathy the norm, right? Like get a bag, chase his bag, get what you could get from him, sis. Like if he ain't got this, he can't. Like that's not how you should enter any relationship. That's not. Anyway, that's like. That I mean, like, why are you concerned about you in a relationship? That's just narcissism. You get what I'm saying?
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's super funny that like a lot of women will call, "Oh, I was dealing with a narcissist." Well, you attract what you are. So like,
so whose fault is it at that
you
point?
You were being
then?
a narcissist, and you wonder how you ended up with a narcissist. So
like when you put that energy out there, can you really be upset when that's what you receive back?
No.
Like you're putting it out there already.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, when you're a selfish individual, you end up getting surrounded with other selfish individuals who are all just cutthroat and looking out for themselves.
Exactly.
And don't be mad when you get burned. Or when you find out you're not as cutthroat as you thought you were.
Because there's always someone that's a little bit better at it.
Someone who's much more. You know what I'm saying?
Always someone out there that's a little bit better at what you think you're good at.
Yeah.
There's always someone else that's on the other side that could do it a little bit better than you. So don't be surprised.
Yeah, I was watching. This is a little interesting. I was watching Jordan Peterson talk about Pinocchio. I'm not sure if you've ever seen him talk about that. It's about It's lessons on maps of meaning, right? Mm-hmm. And he talks about like how like in Pinocchio, like they have like the character like there's like the fox, right, and I think the hare, right, and they like end up like tricking Pinocchio or whatever, right. And like they're in this little tavern, and they're like, it's like a little seedy tavern, and they're talking about oh we got one over on him, and and like and like there's a guy called the coachman who's like watching them, and the coachman's like really a bad man, like, and he's listening to them like talk about like how we're like these are just like people doing mischief, right?
Right.
And the coachman is the one like selling boys to Treasure Island to turn them into donkeys. Like,
he's the bad guy.
He's the bad guy, and he's listening to this, and he's hearing them, and like it's funny to him. You know what I'm saying? So like when you're someone who like when you like to kind of bring it to what I was saying, like when you're someone who puts on this front of like, oh, I don't care, or I'm a narcissist, or I'm all about myself, right? What you end up like. Don't be surprised when you truly attract someone who's like that, and that person is a real sociopath. Like they're not playing.
Right.
They are out for them, and they will do anything they can to destroy you.
Straight drag you.
So I think it's kind of interesting.
It is, man. It definitely exists. I just think like in this situation, man, I feel for Buddy to a certain extent because, obviously he proposed. He married her. And to find out, like, in such a really horrifying, like, that's horrifying because that means she has been sleeping, like, sexing, like, sexing other men's.
Oh, not only that, but probably doing gross stuff.
And who knows the extent that she's going to get the bag because there's some gross when people get like that high up with money, and it's an object to them, it's nothing to them. Just normal sexual favors mean nothing to them because they can literally get it from anywhere. So that's when they start diving to the more perverse side of the sex, and I can only imagine like what she may have been doing for that bag. And then if he's thinking about that, bro, that dude, he's got to be he got to be shook.
He'll be more careful next time. That's
I guarantee you.
But I was gonna say this. I was gonna make a little transition, a
little
segue. Speaking of narcissistic sociopaths, let's talk about one who was at the Carolina Panthers game yesterday.
Oh, not Not what's the damn name? The damn
Bundle of booty.
bundle of booty. No, niggas, bundle of Britney.
She got all the butt.
Bundle of booties.
Bundles of
Bundle of booties.
Bundles of booties.
She's got the booty.
Yeah,
She does have a nice rotund derriere.
It's nice.
It's nice.
She's pretty. Like, we have to like admit that. Like,
She's a good looking girl.
yeah.
But
Just
she's
the
a
world's worst attitude.
horrible inside. Like horrible. She is like just not a good person. Like,
Yeah. As pretty as she is outside, is as ugly as she is on the inside.
yeah, there you go. There you go.
Very ugly person on the inside.
Just so y'all know, man, we talking about your girl bundle of Brittany Renner, that trapped old boy PJ Washington, had the baby by a millionaire, and then she dipped on him. Took the baby, doesn't let him see the baby, and smacked his dome for $200K a month in child support. And she's already out talking about hide your sons at the Carolina Panthers game.
Stepdaddy season, y'all.
It's stepdaddy
If
season.
I see another man get tricked, if somebody else fall for this, there's no way.
For her, like with her,
there's no way. Come on, y'all. Listen, there is no hope for men
if that's the
if
case.
somebody else falls for her. Okay,
Throw the whole gender away if someone else falls
I'm
for
becoming
it.
trans. All right, if y'all niggas fall for this
You heard it
shit
here
again,
first.
I will become. I don't want to identify as a man anymore. I'm at least non-binary. All right, y'all gonna have to start calling me they. Your sentence is gonna be real awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want some juice.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. If another nigga falls for it, Nick is going non-binary, gender neutral. He is going to adopt different pronouns.
I'm going.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Y'all have to call me something different, bro. I can't be a nigga.
Look. Let's get on this let's get on her, bro, because she got the manosphere questioning. She's got us questioning ourselves, bro. We need to dive into this, shorty. What is it? What's going on? How is she able to move the way that she moves? So like bold. What is up, bro? Like
because there's always SMs.
oh god, dog.
That's man. That's really. I'm gonna have to go trans because somebody else gonna get her. Like somebody else. That's really the thing.
It's inevitable.
It really is. It's inevitable. It's inevitable, man. Because there's always going to be guys who are so desperate for sexual validation and for sexual attention that they will do and say anything to get with a woman that they find sexually attractive. And that's true. And that's unfortunately true. Like, think about this, right? Think about all the arguments you see online. Think about all the narratives we have in pop culture, right? All the things that we see that are unfair as men, right? And when you go into the comment section and you see other dudes validating it or cheering it on, under the guise of being woke or whatever,
the
right?
male feminist warriors,
the guy out there wearing the 21 Savage slut walk sign. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, yeah, those dudes.
It's hard. It's hard to ever really have the conversation, right? Because a lot of this culture war is determined by how many people are on your side. And here's the thing: women move as a group. Mm-hmm. When one woman do something, unless it's crazy, like you got to kill your kids for other women to give up,
to be against you.
To give up on you, right?
Straight up.
Brittany Renner tricked a man out of his $200,000 a month and wouldn't let him see his son. They said, "Oh, you still got it, girl." They still ride with her.
Yeah.
Girls will still rock with you. There'll be a small minority, but 95% of girls will rock with you. A guy does something wrong or a guy does some bad character, right? You won't see guys walk up to bat for him, right?
Nah,
How
man.
many guys you see get canceled for saying something a little reckless or doing something a little crazy? Because guys do what? Guys do not move as a unit. Mm-mm. Guys will side with women.
Yeah.
So guys can't back up other guys. So
you do some wild shit, you getting called out by other guys. And
nah, bro, that's wrong. She a female.
That's kind of fucked up. Like, we might still mess with you, afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But bro, it's still gonna be like, like in this moment, bro, like that you was wild. Like that was out of line.
And some of that's guys checking other guys because certain things, there are things. If you out here getting loud with a woman in public, you gonna get checked.
You gonna get checked.
You're just gonna get checked. You know what I'm saying? Like
tripping.
That is tripping, right? But you hit a woman in public, you gonna get checked. But it's also one of those things where it's like, you know, like this is the part where it becomes interesting, right? Because like if you saw a woman hit a dude in public, we probably let it rock. But if he retaliates, guys gonna jump.
Everybody want to be on his head.
Everybody want to be on his head, right? She was in the wrong. She started off in the wrong, right? But now we got to jump on him, right? And that little interaction is a microcosm of basically male and female dynamics. That when the man's in the wrong, everybody jumps on his head. Mm-hmm. When the woman's in the wrong, everybody still jumps on the man's head. Yes.
Oh, it's no different than when you're in an argument with your girl.
Yeah.
And she was clearly wrong.
Yeah.
And you call her out on the BS, and then she starts crying. And then somehow or another in those conversations, you find yourself apologizing for something that she did wrong. That your actions sparked this whole discourse. Mm-hmm. But now I'm apologizing because now you're crying, or now you're upset, or you've somehow managed to flip this on me.
See, and that's why you can't let it flip it. You gotta be strong. You gotta be strong.
They're crafty though, bro. They're very crafty individuals.
You gotta be strong. You gotta be able to look. You gotta be able to rub one out. You gotta
go a week. You might have to go a week and rubbing them out.
If your girl's in the wrong and don't want to admit she's in the wrong, you just gonna have to let her sit in her wrongness until it is like. As much as you want her sexual attention, she desires your attention and time as well, right? Mm-hmm. So, this is why women think like the silent treatment works, because like they crave that sort of like time and attention. Like it's like women like your girl starts silent treatment, and you're like, all right,
good. I'm about to play the game. Like shit.
Yeah, go ahead, be mad. Like, all right,
I'm all right.
Yeah. That'd be like. That'd be like you mad your girl that pissed you off. Hey, no more. Yeah, you ain't getting no dick tonight. Okay, cool. Thanks.
All right, then.
Wow. Oh, thank you.
No dick for you.
No dick. Okay. Yeah.
Like you really think you doing something? You in bed like trying to rub one out. You just staring at her in the eye like, look what I'm doing. Don't you hate this? She's like, nigga. Shut your goofy ass.
Man, I don't care about that.
It's not the same.
So I think like girls think it's symmetrical because that's how they think it's symmetrical in terms of how you need their attention, right? Mm-hmm. But like if you just like you be like, hey, listen, you wrong, you in the wrong, you know you in the wrong, come talk to me, you fix it, and you just leave and you don't text her or nothing, and you have to just like live or die with the consequences. If she walk, she walk.
Ooh, that's you gotta be stable. You gotta be like secure in that, man.
Well, you gotta know you gotta know she's not going nowhere.
Yeah, come on, man. But not all guys is willing to take that risk. But
I feel like you don't need to be in a relationship if you're not secure
within yourself.
And
ooh, that's tough.
If you can't, I would say if you don't think you can walk away from your girl. I don't know if you need to be there, player. I don't know.
That's tough though, bro. Like, wait, to be the willingness to walk away from your shorty. You're saying that.
I don't know about in a marriage. I think
no, like I'm talking like dating. Yeah. Okay, all right, okay, that's okay. I got you.
In your marriage, that's different because now y'all done sign papers and shit.
Yeah, you can't just like
you can't just
walk away. I'm out, bitch. I'm gone.
Yeah, peace. You know what I'm saying? I say like. If you say, hey, you in the wrong, you in the wrong, you dead wrong, you know you wrong, come to me, we fix it, you walk out, you don't text it for the next 24, 48, 72 hours.
You just give it, oh, okay, all right, I got you. Now I'm tracking where you're going with this. I'm tracking. Hey, Raven, I see you, man. You still in the comment section. If you're trying to hop on, I got word that you're trying to hop on tonight. Hit me in my DM or hit us on the BNY Network page DM. And we could talk it out real quick, and then we can give you the number to call into the show. Yeah, because I feel like you got a hot take on some of the stuff that we're talking about tonight. You gotta
be willing to take that. You gotta be willing to take that now.
You know what? I heard that. I don't remember who was the speaker, but he was saying, there are times where if you having a disagreement with your old lady. And she was wrong. Like, no confusion about it. She did something wrong. She was out of line, out of place, and it upsets you, it hurts you, whatever the case is. Like you said, you got to take that step back. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go to my apartment. You know what I'm saying? and I don't really want to hear from you, you know what I'm saying, until you're ready to like and you may have to like igor for a couple days just to allow her that time to think about her actions. And you know what I'm saying, like as far as making up and holding herself accountable. Yeah, like you may have to, because attention is a commodity for women. Yeah, it's the highest commodity. Yeah. You know, and so if there's someone that they really care about, not showing them that attention, they do suffer from that. So I get what you're saying.
That's the thing, right? Like, I mean, the reaction I think is like a lot of guys are like, oh, well, she can go get attention from elsewhere, but women don't count attention the same, right? Because the attention they get online is like Splenda. You know what I'm saying? It's substitute attention. You know what I'm saying? It's not
very
real.
true. Yeah,
it's not. Yeah. It's not real. It's not real attention from a man they actually care about and respect, and
they actually want it from
who they appreciate. That's a different form, you know. And you see that, right? So like, and that's I would also argue that is like if you could go 2-3 days without talking to your girl and she don't like, and she not looking for your attention.
Focus on yourself, King.
Yeah, she getting it for somebody else.
Yep, exactly, Raven. Attention only matters if it is who you want it from.
Exactly.
Absolutely. 100% agree.
Your name is Raven? I thought it was Ravine. I thought
it was like a quarry.
My bad. My bad,
ditch.
Raven. My bad, Raven.
Yeah, I'm hoping I'm correct on that one, Raven. Yeah, but absolutely, man. Attention only matters if it's from who you want it to be. Like straight up, like there's no cap there whatsoever. Yeah. And for men and for women, because I mean, but you know what, men receive attention way differently, and we perceive it and we accept it differently. It's not the same for us.
Yeah, it's just different.
Yeah, it's just intrinsically different for men. I mean, I could go out and not give two shits about women looking my way, you know what I'm saying, if I'm out cooling, or if I do receive it, it's like, oh, cool, we have
but like, okay, but here's the thing, right? Like, imagine, like the way like women probably perceive attention from like a man they respect is the way you would perceive sexual attention from a woman.
That's true.
You find it's like gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? Like
versus someone that you're like,
yeah, exactly, right? Like, I mean, like a girl who you know what the moms that be in the club, you know,
just like plotting.
What's going on with you? Like, get that attention away from me.
She cleaning like, yeah, you looking mighty fine over there.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, don't look at me like that.
But like if Brittany Renner walk up to you and start giving you a little attention, you know.
So can we really fault any of these young brothers out here, man? If Brittany Renner walks up on you as a 19, 20-year-old, 21-year-old brother, can you really fault them for falling for the trap?
They don't know no better.
I mean, what 19-year-old is going to turn down this Instagram megastar, or not mega, but you know, model that's really attractive?
No, they can't. They can't. Like, I mean, and even if you were to try to teach them better, their biology is going to take over.
Exactly.
They're
male biology.
Male biology. Like, you're not in control of yourself at that age as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you pumping and dumping, bro. Like, that's it.
You can't. Nah, you can't expect them to. Or you start thinking, oh, I'm different. I'm different.
Oh, yeah. You think, because now that's ego. Yeah, that's ego talking at that point.
Yeah.
I'm different. Nah, she gonna change for me.
And I bet, and like I guarantee you, like it's probably not like, you know, like she's attractive, but I bet she probably is like she knows like female game. You know what I'm saying? Like, she knows how to butter you up. She knows how to make you feel like
she's
a man.
Hip. She's hip.
She's hip. You know what I'm saying? Like that's.
What's good?
That's what you like. You ever get that? You ever get that from a girl who know how to make you feel?
Oh, she knows how to. She can game the system. Yeah, she knows how to work you.
Yeah,
make you feel good. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Start whispering in your ear. Oh.
Of course. She knows what she's doing.
You look so good.
Oh my God, babe! Like, yo, you looking really good. You look good out on the court today or on the field. Yeah, stroking that ego. Yeah. You know, they need to be split. You need to get some more minutes out there, babe. Like, you know, they bullshitting, but you know what, babe? You gonna get there eventually. Oh yeah, she knows how to stroke the ego.
Yeah, she does stroke the ego.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want to welcome the man, the myth, the legend, Ricky Williams Jr., ladies and gentlemen.
Hit me with that round of applause.
Hit him with the round of applause. Hit him with the applause, man.
Let me turn this around. Hold up. Let me make sure that camera look good on me.
Welcome, man. Your presence is
sensational.
Hey.
My presence is a present. My presence is sensational. I mean,
It is.
How many buttons can we go with? You
know where I was going with it.
That Kanye line. My presence is a present. Kiss my ass. You know, there's so many ways you could have went with that one. I appreciate y'all holding it, but y'all boys are on the roll.
We was moving, man. We was moving, man. We was talking about Bundler Britley. We was talking about attention. What do you think about that, Rick? I was making the comparison that women take attention from men that they find as like men that they respect or men that they actually desire, right? In the same way that you would take attention from like a very beautiful woman or a gorgeous woman. You know what I'm saying? Like the way because I feel like Dev was saying like, oh, I don't I don't really need attention from women. It's like, yeah, but like getting sexual attention from like a girl who's just like average or not great looking, you don't care about that. But like if a really like a 9 is like, hey, what's up with you? Like really feeling you.
I mean, so we talked about Miss Connecticut.
Yeah, we talked about
not a bad looking girl at all. Yeah,
pretty girl.
Obviously, she hooked up with a millionaire doctor surgeon.
Yeah.
We got Brittany Renner, who's obviously doing what she do out here.
Yeah.
And me personally, I side with the Godfather in this one. I don't blame her at all. She's just doing what she does. There's a market for it. If y'all gonna be stupid, it is what it is.
That's what I said, man.
It's up to us to educate. That's why podcasts like this exists. For us to tell you, stay away from it. Now, how I feel about it, of course it's going to make you feel good. I mean, like you said, I was inside listening. You 19, you already hyped. You playing D1 ball for Kentucky. You was shooing for the league. All your life you've been training for this. And then you got Brittany Renner, who is a beautiful woman.
There you go.
Showing you some good attention. But it's a problem, though. Here's the thing, is that the community around PJ Washington.
That part.
Where's Pops at? Where are the uncles? The older brothers, the cousins, the younger brothers, the younger cousins, God damn it. Somebody got to step like, look, this ain't it.
But here's a question, right? Do you even take yourself back to 19, 20 years old, Rick? You think you could really turn it down?
Can you turn it down? Nah, you can't turn it down.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's a tough call, man.
That's why you need the older generation or someone older to tell you this.
I don't even think there's any level of education that wouldn't where you wouldn't make the bet on that. You know what I'm saying?
How old are you right now?
I'm 28.
Hold on,
28.
Real quick, fellas. We got a special guest. We got a special guest that just called in.
Oh yeah, bring it up. Let's go.
Miss Tatman, are you here?
Tatman.
It's Raven.
I'm sorry. It's Raven.
Yeah.
Welcome. You're on the show. Welcome
up,
to
Raven?
the show.
Hey, Raven.
Hey guys.
Look, welcome. So I feel like you got something for us, man. So look, you hear what we're talking about right now. What's your take? First, we're gonna start out with Brittany Renner. I feel like you might got a hot take for us. What's your opinion on this whole matter?
Okay.
Stepdaddy season and all that.
I'm not good with names. Remind me who she is again.
She is the Instagram model that essentially trapped a young NBA player.
Okay, I know who it is now.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
I don't know enough about that story, but from what I was told, we actually had that topic floating around in Real Talk, and it looks like in the comments from what I was reading that she kind of like sought him out and kind of, cornered this man and
she definitely groomed him.
The age different. Okay, is it fair to say that, or can we call her a pedophile?
Look.
That's you can't say that. He was 19, but
I mean, he was old enough.
Okay.
No, but I thought she was going to his games when he was even younger. And
Well, it started when he was in high school. So he was like 17.
And how old was she?
It's like 26 or 20. Yeah, like 20, 25, 26 at the time.
Okay, so why does she get a pass and the man wouldn't? Talk to me.
Talk to us.
Look, I got no answer for that. I thought she started going to his games when he was in college. I didn't know she was going to high
It was
school.
like senior year. like just on his way to college.
She was redshirting him.
She was like,
she was giving him the tiger.
Look, I'm not saying that she was in his ear, but you know, there's a presence at the game. You notice, so she may have just been like eye on him. All right, okay, I see him. What? Who? Let me do a little bit of research. She's scouting. You know, at that point, she was just scouting. All right, okay, he's going. Where's he going? Oh, he's going to Kentucky?
Okay.
Okay. And then Kentucky pops up, and now she's at the Kentucky games, and she's a presence there. But now he done turned 18. So now she can reach out. She can communicate, establish that line there, and you just reel him in from that point.
She reeled him in.
She preyed on him. I'm sorry. What's the next topic, guys? She preyed on him.
Preyed on him.
She did. It's not fair. And I think, and you know what, I'm going to say it. I really think nobody's really saying much because it's a female. That's not right. If it was a male, it would be a problem. It'd be all over the news. It would be R. Kelly all over again. Like, come on. That's not fair.
Where's the Surviving Brittany Renner doc? You know?
It's going to be one in about 5 years.
Hey, I saw some.
Exactly. But people think, and I don't know, I mean, they think, at least, I would say the majority. The majority think, oh, she's attractive, she's hot, you know, she wants me, and I'm a young man. No, she's using you, she set you up, and now she about to get the bag. You know?
You're right, and this is why young men gotta know better, but also this kind of conversation we're having right now, it's like, as much as we want to tell young men to do better, I think we all remember being 19 years old, 18 years old, and it would be, I think it's almost near impossible for a guy and for a kid in that position to turn down the offers he was getting from her.
That's a tough call.
That's just not going to happen.
That's a tough
That's
call.
just a toughie.
Ricky.
But who's guiding him? And not saying he didn't have guidance, but you can't. You know, who's guiding him? Like, who's in his corner? Like,
you could have the Pope and TD Jakes right next to him 24/7. He still would have did it. I'm telling you right now.
Man, TD Jakes would have did it.
You could have the Pope.
Didn't say he wouldn't have.
TD Cheeks. That's what it would have
PG Jakes.
Yeah, PG Jakes.
That man said TD Cheeks.
Clap for that one. That was a good one.
That was a good one. I got to give it to my man on that
I'm
one.
gonna use that one.
Go ahead.
Ricky, man, talk some sense to this situation, bro. Like, what? Talk some sense.
We still got Raven on the phone.
Yeah, Raven, you gonna hold on for a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. She's hanging out.
All right. So, I mean, look, I've said it once. I said it 47 times. Where is the black men in the community around PJ Washington to stop this nonsense? Like, bruh, like imagine being his older brother. You say you about 4 or 5 years older.
You DJ Washington.
All right, you DJ Washington. All right, you DJ EJ Washington. All right, CJ Washington. All right, all the Washingtons, goddammit. And you sit here and watch your younger brother clean up an AAU. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it's women flocking around for that too as well. Young.
Yeah.
I'm talking young. Like AAU, 11, 13, early high school. Dominating high school. All sorts of awards, championships, women coming around. You older brother, you tight with your younger brother. You looking out for him. And then he gets a D1. Calipari comes calling, said, come to college with me, Kentucky. All right, bet. You ever know what Kentucky is? That's one and done. Mm-hmm. They going straight to the league.
They're going to the league.
Yeah, you freshman, you just out of there. Yeah. That's fine. That's how they run it. You got all sorts of celebrities at the game. They've been there. You had Drake at the game too as well with Kentucky.
Drake was shooting free throws.
Shooting free throws. They came out.
You remember that?
Yeah, exactly.
Sitting in the locker room with Devin Booker, with D Book.
Yeah, exactly.
And Anthony Davis.
You got all sorts of celebrities there, so you got to be used. You're in a different world, different sphere, and then you have Brittany Renner, who's already known. Again, with Kaepernick, she flew herself out to Kaepernick. That's what I was saying earlier. That's what started her villain origin story.
That was her origin story.
For the flights. I saw a tweet about that one. I ain't make that one up myself. I just shout out the originator for that one. Kaepernick started that villain streak.
That was her origin story.
When she popping around, we already knew what it was. She wasn't something that was brand new in the streets and nobody had any receipts on. We knew what time it was, and she did exactly what factory settings did.
True.
Yeah.
The default settings. Is anyone surprised with what Britney did?
No one's surprised.
No. The only person surprised here is PJ Washington with the Pikachu face.
You know what, Raven? Can I ask you a question? And Nick proposed this earlier.
Yeah.
Why is it so hard for women and especially black women in our respective communities to criticize women, other women? Why is it so difficult for that to occur?
For us to criticize other women?
Yes.
For you to criticize black women. For black women to criticize
black women and you know.
Why is that hard, or why does that happen?
No,
why is it so hard?
Monique couldn't even tell y'all not to wear bonnets at the airport without getting crucified.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for the example. Okay.
Yeah.
So, first of all, some of us, I'm always going to use the word some or most. Okay.
Go for it.
Because we're talking about the majority. What Monique said was appropriate. She's right. You know, why are you coming out the house looking like that? I actually went to, where did I go today? I just went to the store in my local neighborhood, and the lady had on some Crocs, T-shirt, and some sleeping pants. She was so cute, though. Like, she was very attractive in the face. But I'm like, how do you come out of the house looking like that? And my thing is this: you don't have to look like you're going to a ball, but even if you're going to Target or 7-Eleven or a gas station, you never know who you're going to meet. Okay, it's easy for you to slip on a $5 dress or to put flip flops on. Why do you have to have slippers on? Why do you have to have those ugly furry shoes that nobody like? I don't know why they think this stuff is cute. It's not cute, and it's really not. And I will tell you, at least the caliber of men that I'm around, it's not attractive. Okay.
No, man.
No, it's not.
It's not. And so on the plane, you see it. They hair wrapped up with the bonnets on, and you know and back in the day, you used to get dressed to get on the plane. It was an affair.
You were traveling.
You're traveling.
Yeah.
You never know who you was going to see.
You never know who you're going to see. And I'm not saying you can't be cute and comfortable, but I don't like to see, even the young black girls that I mentor, I tell them quick, you're not going anywhere with me. Your hair wrapped up. You know, you're not going anywhere with me, not dressed appropriately. You're just not going to do it. And image is everything. I'm not saying you have to always, you know, have your hair done a certain way and be dressed to the nines, but the first impression means a lot. And I don't think it was anything wrong. Why? Because women have this thing. Ain't nobody going to tell me what to do. Somebody might need to tell you what to do. Okay?
Facts.
Ooh, talk about it.
No, but that's real. Like, sometimes we think as women, like, we're untouchable. And what Monique said, it wasn't even disrespectful. And then I think Tammy came back and said what she said. But, you know, that's her stage. She does the bonnet thing. So I like that they actually got on there and they had a conversation together. But anyway, image is everything. That's like, you know, you guys, you know, why y'all sliding around in ball shorts and slides all the time? Like, come on, all the time?
You're not wrong. And like this was the conversation what black men had 10, 15 years ago, you know, pull your pants up, stop sagging. Yeah. This is the conversation dudes men have been having for the last probably, you know, really came to the NBA with Allen Iverson.
With the whole culture change.
With the whole culture change and David Stern making everybody wear suits, right? But I mean, and honestly, as much as we knock him for that and as much as we people criticize him for that, I also think in a way it helped shift NBA players' views of themselves, right? And think about guys who were coming in the league 20 years ago, right? A lot of them coming in, playing 3-5 years, getting $10 million, $15 million. 5 years later, they broke. Now these guys conduct themselves as businessmen. Look, everyone's a business.
Investing.
Everyone's coming in, and like, you know, the guys, they don't. Not everyone's wearing suits, but they're coming in. They're trying to look like something. If not, you know, they're trying. Yeah,
to see what you got on before the game.
Yeah, and so I don't know. This is something that I've dealt with, right? But so how much you like what you wear really determines how you carry yourself throughout the day. You've worn a suit before. You
Absolutely.
Carry yourself
differently.
I'm sure, Raven, you've worn a nice dress before, and you've done your makeup and your hair. You carry yourself differently.
You do. But I do want to say something. So the caveat to that is this.
Yeah, go for it.
I dislike that. So in the workplace, right? When I was I don't have to work in the office now, but work environment. You know, they would say, "Oh, you always dress nice," or you know, "You one of the best dressed on the team." Well, thank you, that's nice, but you do have a certain presence when you walk in the room and you holding the meeting. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I also, being prior service, worked with people that had tattoo sleeves. They were executives coming in, and I love that too. Because the diversity is, guess what? We don't all look like we wear white shirts with a black jacket.
Absolutely.
And I'm not saying come in with blue hair. But be ready to be judged.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But then when so sometimes appearance, depending on the setting, you got to know your audience and you got to know, what you're setting out to do that day. So yeah. But again, personally, I do mentor young ladies and I say, hey, you never know who you're gonna come across. You never, people, we do judge, we prejudge. Somebody walk around with a hoodie on. Somebody may, maybe I have my hood on because my neck is actually cold, not because I'm a thug. So, you just got to know your environment.
I got a question for you since you do mentor black girls, right? And this is the thing, right? How do I want to phrase this, right? Do you think that black women in general understand their cultural image? Like their ethnic image and their ethnic identity, like how they come across to people?
I think they do, and we also. I want to say this: we're very influential. If you look at other cultures and cultural appropriation and things like that, we set the tone.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's a time and a place for everything. Depending on what the setting you might catch me in, I might not need to be on your Snapchat.
Yeah,
because you know what I'm saying. Put your tone up.
Yeah.
But then I think it just depends. I think we have normalized. I know that's the hot word right now. We normalize ratchet shit.
Yeah,
and that's what So
facts.
Yeah. I would say, like, and this is the thing, right? Do you think? I would say this, right? I think black women, right, on one side want to be viewed as educated, as smart, as competent. Right, I think, and they are, right. I think they are, right.
Yeah, absolutely.
But at the same time, they want to feel as though they can come out in any way, shape, and form, and still be seen as those things, right? And that's just not going to happen on any. That's not for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we have this idea that no one should judge. Like, you can't judge a book by its cover. Fuck that.
Right.
We judge books by their cover all the time. Every time. And so it's like you got women who are lawyers hopping on planes wearing bonnets, and they're like, oh, you don't even know I'm a lawyer. Well, I don't know that, and I'm not going to treat you that way because
I wouldn't assume.
Yeah, I wouldn't assume that. I would assume you was just some chick around the way.
Well,
you work at Kroger.
But who cares? Okay, but who cares? And that's another thing. People that have a little status to them, a little this, a little that, you don't get a pass just because you still need to look appropriate.
Yeah, you still need to look appropriate.
But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. All I was going to say is I think this is only a prevalent topic within the black community because, like, typically the white, Asian,
Hispanic,
they don't, not saying that it doesn't happen, but it's not the same level of conversation that they have just because the cultural differences between us.
They're not as influential as us. I have a girlfriend that's Korean. I have a girlfriend that's Salvadorian. And we are so much alike it's not even funny. And I'm talking about traditional Korean, traditional Salvadorian.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest with you. We share some of the same stories. But they have their stuff too. But I guess with us, it's different. Again, I think because of the image we put out there.
Yeah. True.
Like if you look at TikTok, right? Look at TikTok. Look at all, and I don't believe in this our music or their music or not. We know the majority of whatever, right? Or where certain music derives from. But look at TikTok. Look how influential the dances are, the music is, and look at the kids that are doing it. They're all types of people,
right?
So I just think that if we could channel our image and the way that the attention that we, but again, ratchet wins though. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't know.
Well, speaking of winning, we see like where Ratchet and Miss Renner is very, very clear, and she is committed to being what she said. Why does she have to choose between being a hoe and a housewife when she could just be both?
That's why.
That's
Yo,
really,
like how
that basically sums up what we're talking about.
this sums up modern, like that's what it is, and she's doing it, and she is committed to it. And look, stepdaddy season is here. Apparently, I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, it's
It's a thing. But listen, guys, it starts with y'all. Stop giving them attention. We talked about attention earlier.
Yeah.
Y'all sometimes will go, let me go over here to the $5 chick because I already know I can just buy her this. Is she all right? Or whatever. Or I don't have to give her nothing. I can just Netflix and chill, go to her house and take a bottle and she's good. Stop dating them women. Stop giving them women attention.
not wrong. She's not wrong.
I mean, I can't say she's wrong.
She's not. Yeah, I mean, because it's positive reinforcement.
I did a poll. I said, "Why do y'all date these kind of women? They're fun." The first thing they said, "Oh, they're fun. They don't require much."
Yeah. No, that's. I mean, horny. That's
facts.
really that's all it is.
Yeah, but you know, at that point, what you're getting into, though. I was thinking about this on the way up to the podcast tonight, man, and then we're going to jump into the next one. But I was really thinking about this, for a young brother, 19, 20-year-old, right? It's already hard when you out there as a young man dating. Mm-hmm. And especially, you try to maximize the outcome in your output versus minimizing your output. And you trying to maximize what you getting. Look, and I was thinking about this. Nobody criticizes a shark for hunting in shallow waters to get a meal. So why would you criticize young men in general for going with the $5 shorty that's cool with Netflix and chilling? Why would we criticize him? You know what I'm saying? But in any other, because again, for young men, it's a lot more difficult for us in the dating game. Yeah. And in a relationship game and finding partners and getting that sexual, you know what I'm saying, gratification. It's a lot more difficult. So
you guys have access to relationships. Now we talking about relations or relationships because the men have access to relationships.
Yeah, but the thing is, no one waits to have sex after a relationship. There's a lot of women who don't. That's real. No,
you're right. And guess
sexual
what?
empowerment.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. You do what works for y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess what I'm saying is, if we, because we all say, okay, we were maybe 19, 20 at one time. We want to have our little fun. We want to do this. We want to do that. But our generation, everything is popcorn. Okay, I don't like you. You don't like me. Let me hop online and get another one. Or let me go to the store and get another one. Or let me go to this party and get another one. Everybody's like, hey, it's just. It's that's what I do hate about dating. I think we need to be a little bit more patient and oh no, I'm a ghost her.
Yeah.
So it's come on.
Yeah.
But
Ricky,
no, I think I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, because I was just about to, because I wanted to get Ricky's take on all this, because it's a lot, man. And I know Ricky, just being a very poignant, very well spoken individual, I know you got something for this, bro.
Hey, the table's been set. Raven, do your thing.
Yeah, you go ahead, Raven. You wanted to finish up something?
No, I'm good. No, I'm listening, fellas. No, we talking.
Okay, no, definitely. Look, Miss Renner, and I said it before, man. Honestly, at the end of the day, you can't be mad for a woman using their feminine wiles to get what they want, because that's what society has deemed appropriate. Brothers, y'all just got to be smart. Smarter than the game. Yeah. Straight up.
Well, I do want to reply to that.
Oh.
As a feminine woman, you damn right I'm going to use my feminine energy. And you know what? Let me tell you something. I never really realized it until men told me. They say, oh, it's your aura, something about you. I never realized that I was really exerting feminine energy around them. But I watched my grandmother and my grandfather. I said, Grandma, why do you walk like that when Grandpa comes? She was switching.
Yeah.
Her voice would be lower. She put a little perfume on. And, so I watched my grandmother be like this with my grandfather. And I'm not, and these were her nonverbals.
Right.
And she had her clothes on. She had this. She had that. So I don't have a problem with a woman that can walk in the room can gather the room and the eyes are on her. I'm fine with that. I have a problem with shady women that use and expect men to do this, that, and the third, and you want a Chanel bag, but you ain't never bought you one, and you can't afford to put the money in your bag. I have a problem with you. Now you only do that with. Are we doing this?
Now go ahead. I'm applauding you right now because you spitting facts.
I have a problem with women. He gonna take me to Ruth Chris. You don't even take yourself to Outback. Stop.
Damn.
No, those kind of women I have a problem with.
Damn.
I do. But a woman that's handling hers and she can reciprocate, she can say, okay, I'm taking you on a date if that's what she chooses to do, or I just think that sometimes the expectations are a little higher, and they have these high standards, but they can't reciprocate. I heard you guys talking about high value earlier, and I know that's kind of subjective because it's not always monetary,
Right?
But it's standards. But I think a woman should use whatever she has. If your breasts are appealing, or your lips are appealing, or your personality is appealing, you put that forward. Put that forward.
Yeah, well, Raven, we appreciate your call there. This has been great. We gotta have her on the show sometime. Break it down.
Hey, Raven, give us some background on you. Where can we find you at? Talk about their Facebook group too as well.
I'm kind of private,
Okay.
so I'm not on Instagram or I'm not on any of that. I'm just on Facebook, occasionally clowning. But I am one of the admins in Real Talk, and we have a lot of fun. But I'm
quick question.
You guys,
How do you feel about us posting this segment in Real Talk and getting the group's feedback?
I approved it.
Oh wait, did you approve the podcast being on there tonight?
Yeah, I'm an admin.
Oh, I didn't know it had been shared on that side, so that's my bad. That's why I was asking.
I welcome that. We welcome that. And actually, I did a series last year, called it a Real Talk series, where we talked about different things. So we had different topics. I'll just tell you really quick because I would love to have one of you guys on, and then you can come on and promote whatever you want.
Absolutely. Okay.
So we talked about money, relationships, finances, religion, fitness, coaching. We talk about everything in there. So we're going to do a series, and I usually moderate it, and I'll bring two people on, and they'll talk, and I'll have a short discussion, similar platform to yours, not as lovely. But,
thank you.
yeah, I love the visuals. But we'll do something similar, and we'll talk for about 45 minutes to 60 minutes, depending on the topics. And we make it fun, and we go live in there, and, it's just a small group of us. But I say all that to say, if you have some topics that you want to discuss, and if you feel, and I used to pair up people that didn't know each other because I thought it was more fun. I pick a man and a girl, and I give them the topics. But this time I'm doing it differently. I'm letting people come on how they want to come on and talk about what they want to talk about. So if you fellas want to come on and use our platform and grab a series and do it, do your thing.
Absolutely, that'd be fire.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is dope. I love to hear men talk. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for joining us, Raven. Really appreciate it.
Raven, appreciate you.
You're welcome, guys. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
That was great. Give it up for Raven one more time.
Give it up for Raven.
Absolutely. Hey, honestly, that calling feature, we got to use that thing more often too as well.
We definitely. People get excited about calling in. We get good feedback from people that calls in. So
it's old school, dude.
It is, man. That's old school radio right there. That's what they do, man.
I had a quick thing. I was thinking about this, right? Because we were talking about, you remember, when we talk about this hoe and housewife thing, why can't I be both? And it's like, but no one wants to be perceived as a housewife outside the home. It's like you want to be a hoe outside.
You want to be a hoe in the house.
No. You say
they
want to go do hot girl summer outside, but then come home and be a housewife. It's like
that's weird.
It's like remember
it don't work like that, bro.
Can't be for and against the streets.
You can't. That doesn't even make sense.
Ludacris said, "Lady of the streets, but a freak of the bed."
That's not the same.
They want to be a freak of the streets and a lady at home. But
here's the thing: the problem with that, the problem is, and I'm not saying that it's right or wrong, or I will be okay with it, right? Yeah. But let's just say if you just had a woman, Instagram model, whatever the case is, she did her Instagram modeling thing. She gets paid. She hot girl summers, and she shows up to the venues. She not messing around. We'll give her the benefit of the doubt. She ain't sleeping around. She ain't messing around. But she out there being a hot girl.
Yeah.
She doing it.
On the socials.
All this for the social aspect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do they typically come home and be the housewife?
Well, I could tell you what Godfather said.
Talk about it.
Don't fuck with women that got social media. You could do your thing. You just ain't gonna be with me.
And you got to draw that line.
So I'm gonna tell you a story. So
My
a couple
girl
years
got
ago,
social media.
actually, this is actually a pretty good story. Me and Jenny, we were in marital counseling years ago. It was probably like 7 years ago. I think we were married for like 2-3 years at a time. And then we was talking to our therapist, and she was saying, you know, I had this beautiful bikini I wanted to wear at the beach, real public beach. I forget where it is. I don't know, somewhere. Say it's somewhere in Florida. It wasn't Miami, but just somewhere in Florida. You know, it was kind of revealing on the backside too as well, a little more cheek than clothes. All right, just keep it at that. And she and her husband was like, "Hey, I really don't want you to wear that." And she's like, "Wow, you know, it's my body. I can't wear one." She said, "It ain't got nothing to do with that. It's that I just don't want to share you with the entire world." Mm-hmm. And she was like, "Oh." Well, I kind of give you. I mean, at the beach, obviously, you're gonna wear what you. It's a couple ways you can go about it, obviously, but
right.
That's a she took. She's like, you know what? He's right. You know, it was a little bit too much. So the whole IG model thing, for me, it would still be a little bit too much.
Yeah,
you do you though. With somebody else,
It just
all the
wouldn't be
power
with
in the
you.
world. Brittany Renner, you do you over there too as well.
Yeah, I mean,
it just ain't gonna be with Ricky.
And I get,
That's fair.
And like I think like there's caveats. Being like if you have a personal brand, you know what I'm saying. Like if you're someone who has like an online YouTube cooking show and you make money and have revenue from that, or you know you have like a online makeup channel and you have brand deals and sponsors, or you're building it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But if your social media is just you and for you with your friends drinking every weekend, or you out there with your little hot girl pics,
your little 80K followers, and you just showing out, and it ain't really bringing in no revenue, no nothing like that.
Yeah, nah.
And then
I
you
mean,
just,
I kick it with you, but I wouldn't.
Oh,
I
I'll
wouldn't
kick
date.
it
I
with
wouldn't
you.
date you.
I wouldn't date you. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you ain't gotta you ain't gotta delete it to kick it. You know.
Yeah, exactly. I hit the
Yeah.
club with you, the bar, all that.
All
With
that.
the party at the weekend for sure.
Yeah.
But you in the fun category.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not in the serious category.
Nah.
Like if you heavy into social media like that, like if you got to be picturing it up and you got to have it out there, and then nah, bro, that's not how we rocking.
Now, someone could say that about us too as well. Would you feel the same difference?
First
you run a
of all-
podcast, you on socials, your face being shown every single
Bro.
week. What would be the
It
response?
ain't the
that'd be the natural
same.
thing that a woman would say back.
That's the thing the woman would say.
Yeah, the natural response, but the difference is, all right, you want to have this conversation, whoever shorty is, pull up your DMs right now, and I'm gonna pull up mine, and we're gonna see which ones is far more inappropriate.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no cap on this side. We don't get the attention that you all do. So I could pull up I could pull up Facebook Messenger, Instagram, Tumblr, Reddit, whatever you use.
This man still trying to make Tumblr happen.
I get look. I am. Yo,
MySpace, your Black Planet.
Let's put it up. Let's put it up.
Their aim like, hey, you still here?
Been offline for 11 years like Terrence Howard.
I'm back now.
Hitting the kick.
The little button lights up green again. You back in line. I'm back on aim, baby.
Got my 60-minute CD.
Hey, we here for a good time, not a long
Not a
time.
long time.
Go ahead.
So,
I only got 100 hours on this CD now, so come on.
so we not wasting time, baby.
Don't waste my time, I won't waste yours.
But you're right.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's match.
But you're right for right now. Now, podcasts blow up. Then what? DM's going to change a little bit.
The DMs may change a little bit.
But even then, it's not going to be unmanageable to what?
Oh, it's not like Nah, it's not
to what an average woman's DMs are.
It's not the same. It will never be comparable.
Yeah.
It's just you can get an average woman at a 6'7" that takes nice pics
Dude,
on
I've seen
Instagram that has however many K followers, and I guarantee you, if you will see a few of those blue check marks, them authentic, you will see it. We will never get that, no matter how big we get. We just won't.
Rihanna ain't hitting me up, though.
Yo, Rihanna, look, dumb it down some. Ain't even got to be Riri. Who, whatever these other popular
Bundle of
B-list
Britney ain't
celebrities.
even hit me up.
Bundle of Britney ain't hit me up. But Bernice Burgos.
Yeah.
None of them
Anybody
shorties
with
hit
the
me
body
up.
work.
Lil Precious and all these other, they not hitting me up, bro. That's just like one of them fitness. She big on Instagram. You know
Oh, they
what
said
I'm saying?
Precious. That's what
Lil Precious.
Okay,
no,
I
no,
just had to
not,
clean that up a
not
little bit.
Precious.
Lil Precious. They'd be following some interesting pages.
Some
all right?
interesting-
We're gonna do some podcast research.
But we'll never get that type of response. The only way as men we will get that type of response is if we do blow up, we get to a certain stage and we reach out first and we get the responses.
You gotta, yeah.
But no one's going to reach out to us. Like it would never happen.
That's a dangerous game too, as well.
But
Yeah,
even then, like it goes, like I said, like if you got a social media brand, that's different than you just posting. So you're never gonna be an average dude with like millions of followers getting those kinds of.
No, because
DMs.
you
don't
have a
feel
brand
you
at that-
That's a brand.
You know what? I tell you what I don't support, and talk about a little bit to your point. If a woman already has a brand, and you as a man see she has the brand, and you walk in and try to change the brand,
Nah.
I don't
Oh, you're an
support that at
asshole.
all.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I don't support that. I don't fuck with that.
Yeah, no. Like I said,
That's what she do.
yeah.
You chose to dive into those waters.
So she has an
It is
OnlyFans.
what it is.
You got to accept that she has an OnlyFans.
If you say,
If you walk
know,
into it,
yes, if you walk into it,
yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
What?
You can't be a guy who get with a stripper and then try to make her stop stripping. She was a
Yeah.
stripper when you got with her.
But what about all these women that say when the right dude comes along, they'll change then? So then y'all saying that doesn't matter
If
from
she
women if they
changes
saying
for
that.
you, it's one thing. If you walk in like manhandle, like, hey,
Nah,
Oh,
now
you
we
just
together.
strong-arming
you
her.
ain't going to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
King of Diamonds where? Monday. What are you talking about? Nigga, it's King of Spam Monday. You better get with this shit. You,
Hey, I better not
you
see that
about to be.
webcam out. I better not see that webcam out. Put that webcam away.
Where's that little the light, the little ring light?
Put that. Hey, where?
Knock it
Niggas
over.
breaking ring lights and shit in the house. You not doing no TikToks in this house.
Hey,
And you
ain't
see this
doing it.
cookbook,
Yeah, that's what you gonna learn.
That's what you about to be on.
But I think I want to talk about this though. It's
but
like,
subscribe to this.
I think a lot of the keys to this, right, are kind of, a lot of the fixes, a lot of the fixes to the ills of modern dating go back to just having the black church. Like this does not happen if you have singles ministries, and
Like strong foundation.
and you have strong foundational people who are trying to be solid in their faith, and you have a path for them to meet people. Meet like-minded people who are ready to walk in faith together with the Lord. Because right now you just got people out here running willy-nilly in the streets, hoping they can find their wife or their husband on Hinge and Bumble and Tinder.
Yeah, but the problem is that society has changed so much.
Talk about it.
Yeah, the church ain't what it used to be.
It isn't.
Like you talking about something back from like civil rights era.
Yeah, so
Like you talking like think of that era too as well, as far as black people. The way they dressed, the way they carried themselves,
Yeah.
the shit they had to go through. If you had to put this generation today
no, we would,
into 1959,
we still be in Jim Crow.
we would still be in Jim Crow
with our
laws
Uggs, with our Ugg
to this
flip-flops,
fucking day.
with our Ugg flip flops on
And an iPhone.
Yeah, cool.
Talking about, hey, you better not go to that water fountain. Man, please. That generation was special, dude. It is what it was.
Built different.
They were just built different. You couldn't take people today and put them in that environment and expect them to do that. But obviously, when you grew up and without having the luxuries we do today, you know, sitting behind a microphone, talking on social media platforms for an hour or two, you know, expressing ideas freely. There was none of that. You had to get together at community events, you know, the churches. You know, that was pretty much, you know, was the black person meetup. Everybody was there, discuss ideas. Obviously, Reverend King with the churches back in the day, and then lead the people from there. So it's just the way the mindset of today, and with internet culture, social media set up, and just us in general, it's hard, dude. It's tough. That's why you get anybody that could walk up with a good message and talk well. That can fleece thousands.
Facts.
Umar Johnson.
Oh,
He fleeced 2 women last week.
Sure.
and here's the other thing. Speaking to Raven's point about image, right? The civil rights movement made a concerted effort to make sure their image was impeccable, right? We know that Rosa Parks was not the first woman to get thrown off the bus.
Talk on it. She was not.
She was not the first woman. What's her name?
There was another chick. She was 16. She had a
17,
baby.
Yeah, she was 16. She was a pregnant teenager.
Yeah, they was like, nah, not you. You ain't the face of us.
She got thrown off a bus, and people wanted to boycott, but they said, I don't know if they didn't know if they could get.
We can't rock behind you
to support a pregnant teen.
I'm gonna look her up. Y'all keep talking. The image
Wow.
Please do.
Yeah, she was not the
Please
first.
do. I think it's Patty something. I can't. Please look it up. I don't want to disrespect
Hey,
her.
we cooking over here. We teaching over on this side.
Come on now.
I've learned.
keep
I ain't gonna hold you. I've learned. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
So what they did was a few months later they had Rosa Parks. You get an elderly woman who's a civil servant. She's career civil servant. Elderly woman, sweet looking like everybody's grandma, and they made her do. They told her she went on there purposefully to start the bus demonstration.
Oh,
You didn't know that?
Oh, that kind of puts things in a completely different perspective.
No, she was on there to not get off.
To stir the pot.
But
it had to happen. Don't get me wrong.
So what they did was they took an event, right, and they basically recreated with an image that was that was something that white America could get behind.
Wow.
Because you're not going to convince white America to get behind a pregnant black teenager. But you can convince them you can't, and then the black community getting outraged over that is like, it's just not going to work for them.
Yeah.
But if you see the black community trying to, rallying around this older woman, a matriarch in the community, a family woman, a woman with children and grandchildren, right? And you see her face, you go, how can it be? that can't be right. That can't be fair.
I got it here. Claudette Colvin.
Claudette Colvin.
Yeah, it was a predecessor to the Montgomery bus boycott movement of 1955, which gained national attention, but she rarely told her story after moving to New York City. The discussions in the black community began to focus on black enterprise rather than integration, although the national civil rights legislation did not pass until... All right, I try to get to it. Here it is. NPR's Margaret Adler has said that black organizations believe that Rosa Parks would be a better figure for a test case for integration because she was an adult, had a job, and a middle-class appearance. They felt that she had the maturity to handle being at the center of a potential controversy.
Yeah, so they chose her. But this also goes in the image, right? Think about this, right? The civil rights movement also made a conservative image to go out in their Sunday best when they went out, right? So
of course.
So that when they were seen protesting, and when people saw on NBC and ABC the fire hoses and dogs getting led on, good church going folks, they had to say, "Ooh, that ain't right." When you have the march on Selma, you go over the bridge, in your Sunday best, you get shot at. It's the image that spurred the movement. You get what I'm saying? If you do that same thing, and it's just a pack of crazy teenagers or thugs or whatever, then they can say, well, that's they can't identify with that. Image allows people to identify with you.
Well, so what it sounds like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like the black church has been doing a little manipulation.
Oh, absolutely.
And it hasn't always been to the benefit of black families.
Well, I'd say that's a cost for a greater good, because I would say we would still be in Jim Crow if it wasn't for those things.
Well, I'm speaking more to the point of what we're discussing as far as like, okay, so yes, they had to do certain things to kind of push certain narratives. Yeah. But as far as black families go, and as far as like the influx of single mothers, there was a point in time where the black church was doing a lot of unsavory, very monetary heavy preaching from the pulpit. A whole lot of dollars was being talked about to a lot of single black mothers in this community. And it has with the need or the want of black men to be more involved in church. There hasn't been that same level of, attention shown.
I mean, part of it, it's a 2-part system, right? Part of it is a movement away. We talked about this for the pot, right? But a movement away from a certain type of preaching, right? You know, a movement away from the fire and brimstone to prosperity gospel, right? And treating Jesus and God like your magic genie on a lamp who's just going to grant you all your wishes, right? Not that saying we need to go back to fire and brimstone, but Kevin Sanders was talking about this morning, right? Where it's just like, it's like you can't, like, it's like people take the word of God as suggestive, and they take what they want out of it. It's like, oh, I like this part, I like that part. One of the girls I was dating a few months ago, right? We had this issue where, she was a Christian, she was a churchgoer, I'm a Christian, right? And we had issues because we're supposed to be aligned in our beliefs. We're supposed to be aligned in our beliefs and how God's called us to be. Mm-hmm. And what I was hearing out of her was not a Christian woman; it was a modern woman for a lot of these things.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And it was not things where she felt, she didn't believe the same things I believe in terms of the structure of family, the structure of the church. I mean, I believe the things. If I believe that God called me to be a certain way, and if I believe that Jesus died for my sins, I have to believe that what they put in place is best for how they've called my life to be. That's I mean, as simple as 1, 2, 3 for me, right? Yeah. So it's like, so if I'm called to serve God first, right, and to love God and to put God as my highest priority and to serve God, right, and my wife or my future wife is called to be a helpmeet to me and to serve, to help me and to lead the children and to be a part of the community, right, and to help serve the community. If I believe in that, and if you don't believe in that, then we're no longer aligned, right? And so she was someone who was more on the egalitarian partner 50-50 type thing. I'm not saying that doesn't work for some people. Some people it does work. That's just not necessarily what I believe in on points in times. I think it's different, but I also I think Ricky and Jenny have a very good representation of a relationship personally, right? I think when women hear things like submission or when women hear things like help me, they feel as though like a man's going to
diminishing them in some way.
Diminish them or abuse them or something. Yeah, demeaning in some way.
Color purple.
Yeah, color purple, right?
It instantly goes to that extreme.
Yeah, and it's like
instantly goes to silly.
Mr. Silly with the backhand.
Yeah. It goes to this very extreme place, and I think this is a lot of the conflict a lot of women have, right? Where they want a man who's a leader, but they don't want him to lead. You know what I'm saying? Like they want like a strong, dominant, alpha male leader type of guy, but then they want him to provide and protect them, but then they want to be partners with that guy. Like how it's
weird.
It's a weird back and forth that they go through. Me and my girl talk about this where she understands, like, she's someone who's kind of gone through this, like, she's a very smart young lady. Mm-hmm. She's like honestly like the poster child for feminism. She's an immigrant. She's an immigrant woman who is a STEM major and who is like a construction manager for a like she's a project manager for a construction company. Like she could not be more on on the feminist on the feminist dime, right? And it's interesting for her because like she's like done all this, right? And she's like, why did I become an engineer? I don't even really want to do this. She's like, what I see for my future is like, I just kind of like, I want to like have kids and like raise them and like be in the house with them and have like a husband that like does the provisioning and like I can like work at some point, but like I want to like take that role. Yeah, it's really interesting. So it's kind of different.
Raven said she want to call back. She said something she didn't weigh in on here.
Go ahead, Raven.
You got the number, Raven. Call in.
Yeah, she just texted me. So
to that point, because I seen something. It was like a tweet or something, and the girl she was like, she's like, I don't know where I went wrong in life. She's like, I had a vision. She was like, all I really wanted to do was be a mom or be a wife, be a mom and be at home and take care of my babies. Yeah. And she's like, now welcome, Raven. She was like, now I got hundreds of $1,000s in student debt.
Yeah.
I work in an office where I don't want to be. And she was like, no babies, no husband. She's like, where did I go wrong?
Yeah.
Because she had a vision for herself, and that's clearly not what she accomplished. So it's weird because like a lot of women say that they want certain things, but then like you said, it's almost an affront to them or their individuality when you expect them to be a traditional wife, or you expect them to be home or be a homemaker.
Yeah.
It's almost an affront to them. They get offended by it when you have that certain level of an expectation. It's like, well, then you want me to be a traditional man. You want a traditional man. You want a high value. That's how your definition of it. Mm-hmm. But if I ask you to be more traditional, or if I ask you, babe, can you make me something to eat? Mm-hmm. I'm getting death stares. It's like, well, then,
hey, let me get a sandwich.
Yeah, and you can't be an ass about
Don't
it.
ask like that.
But
hey,
she
babe,
like,
please.
She's like, babe, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hungry, man. Like, what's going on? You mind making me something to eat? And they be like, yeah, you can eat this box. No, but I ain't talking about
I'm
that.
hungry.
I want food.
Look, I'll say
Sustenance to the stomach.
I'll say this before we let Raven go. Look, I come to my when I go.
Oh, by the way, real quick, Raven, she's gonna we're gonna table that one. We're gonna do a little work on the side as far as her pod, and we'll keep that Jenna rolls.
All right, no
one.
doubt.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's texting me
bet.
too as well.
Okay.
That's a little Easter egg. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Boom.
I was saying like when I go to my girl's house, like I walk in the door, she has like watermelon and cantaloupe already cut up.
Well, that's racist.
I know. I think that you were every time. I think that you were every time. I'm like, really? You know,
I'm messing. I'm messing.
What do I do? I eat it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna eat it.
She got
but I just want
watermelon
you
and
to know.
cantaloupe. She's like, hey, you want some? You want a drink?
Mm-hmm.
Cooking.
Fire.
Like it's so easy. Like I don't think women understand like what men are looking for from women. But like if you just like, this is. I'm gonna give y'all the game plan. I'm not sure if I did last time. I'm gonna give girls the game. I dated 3 girls for serious, like dated them for
At the same damn time.
at the same time for like for 5 or 6 months, right? And I'll tell you why this one won out.
Sensational.
Look,
Sensational.
I'll tell you.
Talk on.
Look, man. This is what she did, right? She front loaded value to the point where when she asked for exclusivity, I could not let it go.
Explain the value part.
All right. So this is what happened, right? So I did 3 of them. I spent time with all 3 of them. Hung out at least 3 times a month. Really, like at least once a week with almost all of them, right? Mm-hmm. It was very busy, very hectic. It was COVID. I had time, it was COVID.
True.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So and she knows this. So if she ever sees this pod, she knows all this because I told her, right?
Real quick, hold on, Raven, are you there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, okay. She just listened. I just had to make sure,
okay.
like it was.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So sorry, I'll get back to you. So this.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm tuned in either way. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So we were talking. So we dated. We talked. Like we're going out on dates with each other. We spend time with each other, right? And this is how it starts. She starts with massages, right?
Mm-hmm.
Start giving massage. I like a little massage from time to time.
A little happy ending massage.
Ain't nobody gonna turn that down.
Turn down massage. Back massage, foot massage.
Man,
Leg, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's nice, right? Then she starts. Then when I go over the house, she cooks. So I'm like, oh, I'm not getting this from the other ladies. Well, that's a little different, but I'm getting it. But she ain't in the front running. And I'll also say this, right? 2 of them are black. She's Middle Eastern, right?
Uh-huh.
So like, I'm sitting there like I'm really kind of rooting for the black ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm rooting for the black ones here, right? I really am. And so like, and also say this: when I met her, she was kind of in the middle of the gym journey, right?
Oh my gosh!
So she starts. So at the same time, where she's massaging, she starts cooking. She's also started getting the gym, getting her body right, She started to look better, tighten it up. You know what I'm saying? The other girls didn't have that problem. They were fine, right? But she started tightening it up, right? Then she starts bringing food to my house, prepped to cook. This is different. She started bringing lamb kebabs over, ready to cook, already on the skewers.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? With all kinds of curries and chutneys.
Already marinated.
Already
seasoned.
pre-marinated.
She's getting them all tonight, ladies and gentlemen. She is winning out here.
So listen.
She got the perfect, sensational, and the applause. She getting them all.
I'm saying, like, God, I'm trying to give the other girl some help. I'm really trying. I said,
throwing them a bone.
I said, hey, maybe you can come over and cook sometime, right? I asked one girl to cook. She came over to cook. It was all right.
She boiled hot dogs and noodles.
It was all right.
And you gotta need ketchup.
And I'll also say this. These are all. I was going to say these are three great women. These are all these women come from nice homes, great families, good houses, college educated, career women, all of them. Right? So they already all on the same tier. You know, it's not like one got a high school diploma and didn't faked out going to UConn or something. You know what I'm saying? Or
Bishop Sycamore.
Yeah, Bishop Sycamore High. Yeah. So I'm getting to what Shannon said.
Oh yeah. That's we're gonna let Raven talk, but we're gonna get to Shannon.
So what happened was, I tell one of them, I was like, I'm like, she came over, she cooked, she tried her best. I appreciate it, and I was like, okay, that was okay, that was solid, right? I told the other, it's like, oh, maybe we should, come over and cook sometime, and this is the one I took out the most. She liked to go out, she liked to go out to dinners and stuff like that. Of course. And and she also, she was very good at dressing up. So it was someone who I wanted to take out, because she would always come over so nice. You just you come over dressed to go out. Now I'm like, well, let me put some clothes on. We go.
Yeah, now you gotta step your game up.
We gonna go to dinner or something. You looking like that. Damn, you did so. I was like, oh, maybe you should come over and cook for me, sometime. She's like, well, I mean, you come to my house and I'll cook, but I'm not gonna bring stuff over here. And I'm like, I don't think you understand the severity of the situation.
I hate to say it.
I don't think you understand what's going on.
Just what you're up against.
So basically, just to get this straight, is that old girl, your girl now?
Yeah,
she won you over based on everything she was bringing to the table without asking, or it's just who she was.
That's who she is. That's how she was brought up. That's what she brought to the table. Not to mention, I talk to all of them about things between men and women, about things with culture and everything. And she and her, being the other two, the one who didn't want to cook at my place. This is the Christian one. This was like she was big in the church. Well, two of them were Christians, but this was she and I had the most issues, because she was someone who talked. She and her parents are married. They've been married for 3 years, but she has a very negative impression of her father, because she's someone who, this is what happens. She's someone who was allowed into her parents' business.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? And she's not someone who views her father as her father. She's someone who views her father as her mother's husband.
Ooh, that's all bad.
Yeah, so she had all kinds of negative stuff with men. And I girls hear this, right? Girls hear, oh, if a guy, listen to how a man speaks about his mother, because that'll tell you how he speaks about you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But same thing goes for boys. If you hear her a single good word about her dad or any man in her life, beware. So I was really on that, right? So we had opposite views. Me and the girl who came over, who cooked, but she was also kind of here, kind of not here. She was splitting time between places. We had interesting conversations. Some of the things we were opposed, but we had really, really good conversations. But me and the girl I'm with now, we would talk, and we would she would kind of come from things from different angles, but we'd end up aligned on a lot of stuff. So it was a lot of a lot of similar worldviews on things, and we thought about things in the same way. We were able to see things the same way and had the same sort of rationalizations. And then also say that she was really good at dodging my bullshit. When she was like, "Hey, can we be exclusive?" I was like, She was like,
You got me. I see what you did there.
She trapped me in a goddamn corner. I couldn't get out of it.
You know what? Do I really want it out?
Yeah,
not really.
That's what I figured.
Not
I was
really.
like, I was like, dang, what am I getting trapped with? Lamb kebabs? Dang, that's a good deal. So,
Raven,
Yeah.
come on in, man. What you got to say?
Okay, scoot over.
all right.
I'm gonna sit down this time.
Uh-oh.
So who is actually? I'm looking. I'm hearing voices, but I don't know faces and names. So the one that has the glasses and the USA hat on, who's that?
I'm
That was
Nick.
the
I'm
speaker.
Nick. How you doing, Raven?
Hi, Nick. All right, so let me talk to Nick really quick. I'm gonna walk this conversation back.
Talk
First
to me.
of all, I commend your girlfriend because, she was. Both of you were intentional. It sounds like you were intentional about dating. Some people date with no purpose, right?
Yes.
So you kind of wanted somebody, but you were like, we'll see what happens, which is cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Dating gets very expensive for men. So to date 3, wow, I don't know how you did that.
Yeah, Raven, it's been a good year for me. So I can say
It's been a good year.
it's been a good year.
Fiscally, it's been a good year for you. That's
Fiscally,
good.
it's been a good year.
So then the other thing I want to tell you is what you're saying to me is basic stuff. It's funny because when I say basic, I don't mean that in a negative way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that in a foundation. Okay.
Yeah.
When you're interested in someone, I think you do need to put your best foot forward.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times we have our representatives. We naturally do it. We want to be better. We want to be this until we realize if this person's worth it or deserves it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So the one girl who may have cooked for you, she's like, hey, but I got to cook in my space. The other girl was a little bit more flexible. She was like, I don't care what I cook. I'm a cook.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So those things are important to you. I find some men don't care if I cook. But I am very domestic. Like I like to cook. I like to clean. I like to I'm a nurturer.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like to wash the clothes. Like your clothes, not mine per se. But I had this. We had over 100 some comments about this the other day because I'm like, argue with your mate. I do these things, and then a lot of men were like, oh, you need to find out what the man needs. I think that's important because sometimes we also think that, oh, just because I'm dating this person that they're supposed to be this way. No, what if you really don't care if I cook? What if you care about if I clean? What do you care about if I massage your shoulders? What do you might care about if I ask you how your day was?
Yeah.
You may want to bounce business ideas off of me after, pillow talk. So you got to know what that person wants, right?
Yeah.
Also, I think she genuinely did these things for you because she liked doing them.
Mm-hmm.
Some women will fake it and do things and then they fall off. So it's like, you got to be consistent, right?
Exactly.
So the one that was like, I ain't going to, she probably wouldn't have been consistent. She probably would have been complaining.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you did well with that one. Also, do you clean the dishes if she cooks? I do want to ask you that.
She's honestly really good at putting the dishes away as well. Honestly, she gets to them before I get to them.
I'm like that too because I'm like, listen, I'm gonna do it all. I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna clean. I'm gonna put the plate down. You eat first. All of that. I'm cool with all of that.
Yeah.
But some men don't appreciate it. So every man doesn't get that.
I would say I'll say this, Raven. I say this. I think if you start doing it and you do it consistently, right? Then when you get to that, I'd say like maybe some men don't express appreciation for it, or maybe if it's just done a couple times, they don't really. It's not a huge thing, but it's one of those things where it's one of those things where I was getting it so. I think you have to do it so consistently to the point where somebody gets used to it, and then once they're used to it, they can't go backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like she was like when she was like listen, and like she put her foot down. She was like, listen, I like you. I have a really
I like you.
I like
and I
you.
want you.
I want you. we have a really good time together. I want to keep seeing you, but I can't keep seeing you if you're going to continue to see other people.
Hey, and you know what? I respect
That's
that.
fair.
And it is fair because guess what?
Mm-hmm.
She was intentional in her dating.
Exactly. And
you were too. So in all fairness, she proved herself to you in a way to where you both kind of did. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you probably did some things too that made you worthy to say, yes, I'll be with this guy, or whatever. So all that's cool. But I do want you to know that there are plenty of women out there like her. We need that to be tapped into sometimes.
Yeah, and this I would love. And this is what I think everyone on this podcast would like. We would prefer that the image for women, especially black women, be a positive image. Be an image of strong women who want to be with men and want to stick beside men and want to work things out and cooperate with men. And aren't on the I don't need no man. I'm shaking. I'm twerking at brunch. Type of thing.
Who cares?
Yes, and I think a lot of people want that. I think we're coming close to a tipping point because people are talking about this more and more. You know what I'm saying? Like
we're getting back to it. We're getting back to it. We're getting back to the foundation. I listen. If a woman tell me you don't need a man, first of all, she's lying, because we always are going to need the opposite sex, especially if you're heterosexual. Okay. So I would never say I don't need a man. I don't care how much money I make. I don't care if I can do it myself. I need a man. Yeah. I will always need a man. Mm-hmm. And when I stop needing a man, I must not be here. and I'm serious. And I'm assertive. I'm independent. I'm all those things. Yeah. But when a man's around, I get in line because that's what I want to do, not because he's making me do it. Yeah. That's the kind of woman that I am, and I don't mind, giving up a little power, being submissive. I'm telling you, it's all about one thing, guys. I'm gonna just say this and sum this up. We need to feel secure. Yeah. Okay. If we are secure, we will do whatever.
I'm not sure if you can read these comments, Raven, but Shannon said she's doing that because you were being enough of a man for her to truly be in her feminine energy.
That's true. That's true. And I don't see the comments that hasn't refreshed on my side. Yeah. But yes, she is absoluttle. Is Shannon a female?
I'm not sure.
I would assume. We don't know.
Okay, because I know Shannon that's a male. That's why I asked.
Shannon, you a man or a woman? I'm sorry, dog.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see by the picture, but that is, and if a woman wants to operate and flourish in her femininity, she's gonna go for a man that's gonna make her comfortable and make her feel secure. And sometimes it's just showing up and being consistent. Sometimes that's all we need. We need to know that you're there. She wouldn't have cooked that meal if she didn't think you were going to show up.
Exactly. Okay? Yeah. No. Exactly. Shannon's a female, but I think it's and like this is what you hear from women. It's a chicken and an egg scenario, right? Because but I think because a lot of times what we get from women nowadays is conditional femininity, right? Where women are like, well, I'll be a woman for the right kind of man, right?
And that's trash.
No, you got you can't. No, you don't be the woman or a woman for the right kind of man. You just got to know who to give what to, because everybody's not worth our energy. Exactly. We know that.
Well, I think okay, but even with that, there should still be like an asterisk or a caveat, like women should just be inherently.
I'm sorry, God. I'm trying to get familiar with your voice. Who's speaking now?
That's Dev.
I'm Dev. I'm the one behind the desk.
Des, hi. Okay.
Huh?
She said hi.
Okay.
Oh, okay. It was breaking up a little bit. My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Let me take y'all speaker.
But yeah.
Okay.
This Dev right here.
Okay.
Why you your voice all low and sexy, Dev?
Yo, because it's late nights and lessons in love. So we put on the love talk the slow jam.
Dev trying to get him a feminine woman. Watch out now.
No, the only issue that I have with, not necessarily like with that, because I get it. Women are going to be more of themselves around someone that's comfortable. But I think we have grown too comfortable as a society, and women in general, in saying, I will be feminine or more feminine for the right guy, versus just understanding that men typically just want feminine women in general. I think you can be an independent woman that's about your business and still be very much feminine. But women are saying like, oh, I'm going to operate in this masculine energy until, what's it? Ricky stupid. Women are saying like, nah, I'm going to operate on my masculine. I'm going to be this type of way until the right man comes along and then makes me, or then I'll be feminine for him. And I think that's a very flawed way to approach like when we're talking about dating and stuff like that, or you know what I'm saying, relationships. It's like, you know, like another podcast. You know what I'm saying? He proposed it real well. What's it? Miami Boys, Fresh and Fit.
Yeah.
And he said, like, look, if you're in a club, ladies, if you're in a club, and if I walk in and I'm looking good, smelling good, you know what I'm saying, tall, dark, and handsome, and you're very much attracted to me, and I walk up to you, and the first thing that comes out of my mouth is, in a very effeminate voice, I'm complimenting your shoes or your heels.
Oh my God. Hey.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, your heels are like so, but I'm very much straight, very much a heterosexual male.
Take you out.
But, you know, exactly. And then I offer to take you out. First of all, are you going to accept that? And then secondly, why is it that he can't use it say, well, I'll be more feminine.
I'll be more masculine.
I'll be more masculine
right
if she
lady.
brings that out for me or for the right one.
That's
Like,
a great example. That's a great example.
you know, so it's like for women that say that they'll be feminine for the right man, to me that's a flawed way to approach it. You know, because you're making an excuse for being masculine.
Okay, I will say this because I had these conversations. I think maybe they're using the wrong word choice. I think they're saying maybe they will be more. Not that they will be more feminine. They may be a little bit more free and more agreeable.
Cooperative.
They may be, cooperative if they feel safe. It's about safety and security with us.
Definitely.
It really, really is because, you meet a gentleman. He might be a gentleman of all 50 ladies, and he just may typically just be a good guy, but that doesn't mean he's interested in you and wants you. He might just generally be a good guy, and then this girl let her guard down, and now her feelings are hurt, and he's like, whoa, I really am a nice guy. I'm not an F boy, and so I think that's more of what it is. I think it's them saying, hey, I'll let my guard down.
Yeah. So
when I'm comfortable, that's my perception.
So
of it.
this is what I'd ask Shannon then, and like, not Shannon, Raven, because Shannon's saying Shannon's kind of amplifying a lot of what you're saying in the comments.
Okay, I'm gonna go read them.
So I'll say there's two phrases to this. One, what do you think men could do to make a woman more secure?
Be consistent.
Be consistent, right? So that takes kind of
I
time
think
and effort, right?
Sometimes, but listen, if you know that you're not going to call me back tonight and you got me waiting around and you don't call me back and then you wait 2 days to hit me up, don't think that I'm supposed to answer your phone. Answer the phone for you because number one, I'm busy, but if I carved out time for you and you don't even do it, you do a no call, no show. That's a problem for a lot of women. So a lot of women, we want the same thing: be consistent, show up, be a man of your word. We want to lean on you. We want to depend on you. That's just the dynamics of men and women. That's nature. We want to follow. We want you to lead, but we don't want the BS in the game. And when you're dating, sometimes that's just what comes with it. You got to roll the dice, but you can't treat everybody the same. You got to go in and you got to be open and until that person gives you a reason not to. But for me, my number one is show up. Okay? Show up, that's my number one. Because if I know I can depend on you to show up, I can work through maybe if we handle conflict differently or for our communication style or our love language is different. I can work around that. But if you don't show up first, how are we going to get somewhere?
Raven, are you a Christian by chance, or I just asked, are you spiritual?
I'm a Christian. Okay. I'm Christian.
Okay.
I was raised Christian. I'm more spiritual than I am religious, but I definitely pray. I know the Lord, all of that. I attend church. Yes.
Okay, and this is the conversation that's been going on recently in the sort of YouTube manosphere that Kevin Sanders kind of brought to attention today. But it's just like about black churches and about men and women, because we already have this issue where black women are married at the rate of 1 in 4, so 70, and we have black children being born at the 75% single parent household rate. So,
but why is that? I feel like that's y'all side though.
Ooh.
No,
I do. I told you earlier, y'all have access to these relationships.
Yeah,
and
but we don't control we don't have access to control when children.
Also, can I just say one other thing? Can I just say one other thing?
Go for it.
We talking about a caliber of people.
Yeah.
There are certain people in our culture, and we just know it. They are just going to be. We may be the anomaly tonight, okay?
I don't think we are. I don't think we're the anomaly.
I
but,
do.
But I do. I think most of us can get
it.
right. I think most of us don't want to act right. But this is. But I'd say this.
But go ahead and finish your point.
I would say it's not because to your point, right, on the single parent household, right, you can't. This is a thing where it's like women are in control of who gets born in this country. Like men have men have an option to have sex or not, and to wear a condom or not, right? But women have the right to who they have sex with. They can make a man wear a condom. They can
not have sex.
They can be on birth control.
33 forms of contraception.
If there was a mistake with the condom, and they can get a plan B afterwards. After that, I can't make you take a plan B. I can't make you get an abortion. I can't make you give a child up for adoption. I also can't make you not take a plan B. I can't make you not get an abortion if I wanted to have a child, and if you don't want to have a child and I want a child, but you want to have an abortion, I got no legal rights to that. So
you're right.
When we talk about who's responsible for why there's 75% of children coming up in single parent households, I gotta look at the women who are getting knocked up by dudes who they aren't married to, or who aren't gonna be, who aren't attached to them in any real legal way, who whispering sweet nothings, oh yeah baby, I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna take you, buying some dude's BS. Don't have a baby by a man.
My bum.
Yeah, who not there. Like I understand some people got different kinds of relationships, and I'll make room for that. But when we talk about 75% of our community having this issue, a lot of it's because women are having children by guys who are not really there for them, right? So you got to watch that, right? But I'll say this, right? I think if we have this conversation that we're having about black churches, right, and black people, if we getting black men back into the church, right? You said you go to church, right?
I attend church online.
Online, right? When's the last time you went to church in person?
It's been a minute, but it actually ain't been that long. I can't tell you.
Yeah, okay.
But trust me, I go to church.
Okay, yeah.
I attend church.
But there's been a conversation where we don't see a lot of single black men in church. Would you say that's true?
No, not really, unless they having problems or they want something.
Yeah. But
it's rare, but you know what?
Yeah.
I heard you talking about the equally yoked thing. I think it's important, but honestly, I've learned as I've grown, and some of the practices of the church are good. Some of the practices I don't honestly totally agree with.
Yeah.
I will say this. I've dated people that were not religious, okay, that didn't pray to God, that were not of faith, the same faith as me.
Yeah.
And it does kind of make a difference, to be honest with you.
It certainly does. That's a conversation that me and the girl I'm currently dating, we have, because we do have cultural differences and we do have religious differences. So that's
so how does that work?
It's working fine now, but I think it's just currently a thing that we're gonna have to discuss if things determine to get more serious.
Yeah,
right?
If you have kids, how would you want your kids? That type of thing.
Exactly. I don't think that she's not a very, she's a spiritual person, but she's not someone who's very much into her faith as someone who's born into a Muslim family. So I would like her to convert, right? But I would think that's the way I would
she's
like
Muslim?
to. Yeah, she's Muslim. So I would like her to convert.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. Usually they don't.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, like, I also wouldn't force her to convert, right? I wouldn't force that, but then I'd also have to deal with our children trying to grow.
But she's probably modern anyway, so you never know.
Yeah, you never know. So I think we'd have to deal with our children coming up in a different, maybe coming up in a different fashion, or recognizing or having some sort of respect for both faiths.
One thing I wanted to say, and I am gonna hang up for real because I have to go make breakfast somewhere tomorrow. Okay. I'm actually making breakfast for a friend tomorrow. I'm going over to the house.
We like to hear it.
And this is serious. So listen,
It's a friend.
I wanted to say this. I'm a nice person. I wanted to say this. The gender roles thing, I would like for you guys, one of you, I don't know who can or who isn't in the group, the Real Talk group. When we get ready to talk about gender roles, I really want you guys to come on, one of you, because that is a hot topic. And I understand everybody runs our household different when it comes to the bills, when it comes to the chores, when it comes to decision making. But traditional versus today modern, you have some women that want to be traditional when the time comes, but then don't want to do certain things. Same for the men. You know, some men don't cut grass these days. So
I mean, you're not lying. You're not lying.
But it's all good. It's all good. But I do want to invite you guys to have that conversation, because I want to dive a little deeper into that, because I think a lot of it has to do with either how we were raised, what our beliefs are, because we could be raised one way and believe another thing, right?
Yeah,
Cultural
absolutely.
differences, like you said, with your girlfriend, and just where we are in life. Guess what? I don't want you to cut grass for me. Pay the grass man, because I want an hour with you, because I don't get that much time. Maybe you don't get that much time. So I'm okay if you don't cut the grass. But if you want to cut the grass sometimes, fine. But there's no obligation there. But if you want to do something nice for me, okay, pay the grass man this time.
Yeah.
But I think that, you know, I was like, I got a short story.
Go for it.
I went out this weekend, last weekend of the summer in DC. I call her my young girl, but she's maybe like 10 years younger than me.
My young bull.
Yeah, my young gun, my shotter.
My youngin'.
Yeah, so listen, we're at a table. It's her and I. She's attractive. She's in her 20s. She's a forensic scientist, no kids. She's a nice girl, humble, all of that.
Dang, I might have to leave. Hey, you might have to introduce me. I'm like, hey, sorry,
My
baby girl.
Right.
Okay. So listen, so we're at the table. She's like, yeah, I want to date. I want to do this. Okay, no problem. So we're at the table. This guy comes over, and he says, hey, let me get a wing. Can I try a wing? He was pleasant. He said, can I
Get
try
a wing?
Listen, let me finish. She was eating wings. He said, can I have one of those wings? And then so she looked at him and she said, no. And he said, baby girl, I was just playing. He said, I was just playing with you. I really don't want a wing. That was his segue to talk to her. Let me tell you what he did. He turned his back.
Lame.
No, it's not lame. No, it's really not lame.
Okay.
But it's not
Let's hear it,
lame.
though. Let's
I
hear it,
promise you, if you were there.
Let's hear. Okay.
Listen. It's loud, number one. We're eating. His table's next to our table. They have like a half a case of bottles because it's somebody's birthday, right? Just stay with me.
I'm with you.
So he came to the table. I think he probably was eyeing her the whole time. So that I don't know what he was doing. He walked by the table. He said, hey, let me try one of those wings. Can I have a wing? And she was like, no. And then so I said, when he walked up, I said, girl, don't you ever do that at the table with me. I said, girl, you think he really wanted a wing? They were here before us, and they looked like they already ate. I said, he was just trying to talk to you, probably just to see if you would give him any conversation.
Yeah.
And so anyway, he turned his back. There's another set of girls across from us.
Yeah.
Do you know that man bought every single rose that the rose man bought? When I tell you, I swear he probably bought about 10 or 12.
Oh my!
He bought every rose.
Oh hell no!
For the girl across the way, I said that could have been you. I said if you would have just been nice. I said, don't. This is my thing. Don't turn people away. That's his style. I'm not saying that's your guy's style, but my thing is being nice and being pleasant and being inviting, because some women think they're inviting and they're not, means a lot. I said, when you're with me, I said, don't do that. I said, he wasn't a jerk.
Coaching
he was
right
a
now.
nice guy.
She was sure.
Huh?
So
I said, you coaching right now. I like that. I like to hear that.
No, I did. I told her. I said, listen. I said, and guess what? Let me tell you how nice they were. They invited us upstairs to their section, and then she ended up still getting some flowers. I got flowers too. But my point was, you could have been the girl over there that got all of the flowers.
All the flowers.
You know, just because being nice. He was like, baby girl, and it was his birthday. He was like, baby girl, I don't want no chicken. But later on that night, she was like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, you feel like a a-hole now because you're not being nice. You can't say you want to meet people, but you're not being inviting.
That's so weird. That's so true.
No, but she's like, you're the one that gets all the attention. I said, I don't. I said, if you notice when we go out, I said, guys actually talk to both of us. I said, they end up talking to me because I know how to carry a conversation.
Yeah, you talk back.
You don't. Yeah. And what does it hurt me to talk back? Either I'm interested or I'm not. Even if I'm not interested, no, baby, you know, I'm good. Thank you, though. You know, hey, you look nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. What's wrong with doing that? You know?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong with common courtesy.
At all. So I say all that to say, I want y'all to come on and we got to talk about it. And we do need to continue to talk about it because these men are not going to show up on our doorsteps. And it's so many women running around here to the minimal amount of men, you know, and there's more ladies on the planet. And
there are.
Yeah. So I'm like, come on, if you
want,
it's somewhat is a competition. That's why you were able to date 3. You know?
There you go. It's facts.
Look.
So anyway, that's all I wanted to say.
Hey, thank you once again, Raven. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Damn, if you keep using your goddamn sexy voice.
Oh, I'm not. I promise you. I'm just. I'm in my.
Yeah.
I'm in chill mode, so voice gets a little bit deeper. My bad. I'm not doing it on purpose. I promise y'all.
Y'all are so funny.
I'm not trying to lure you ladies in with my sultry voice.
Energy. You use your masculine energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Volume shooter, baby.
Volume shooter.
Get my Barry White on. I had good mentors growing up.
Like PJ Washington.
And Raven, once again, man, we cannot thank you enough, sweetheart. We really appreciate it. Yo, we definitely look. If you can't have all 3 of us, I promise you, at least one of us is going to be on, you know what I'm saying, the podcast. But we're going to all try to get out there and try to make a whole little thing out of it. So absolutely,
and
we're going to definitely do that.
To the group, whoever has, and I mean, we just play around. We just look at memes and joke. It's a fun, laid back group. That's all we do.
Right, and that's why I was surprised. Like, you know, that you had already went ahead and you know, approved the podcast, you know what I'm saying, the show for tonight, because, you know, it's kind of touchy with people. They're like, oh, you're self-promoting, and you know how Facebook groups
we don't
are.
Care.
We got to deny for a couple of them, but
exactly.
Look, you're not, as long as you don't be in my inbox asking me to join the pyramid scheme, I'm good.
Hey, no.
Hey, you're the Amway. Hold on.
Tap into the flowers.
I got some Avon for you.
Not Avon. Raven, we're going to let you go ahead because, you know, you got to cook breakfast in the morning.
Have fun with breakfast.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right, now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate it, Raven.
She was fun. She's great.
Nah, definitely. That was solid. Solid. Shout out to Raven with the coming through in the clutch.
That was dope. I just had it from tonight, just sharing the page, and she hit me up. I hit her back, and that was that. So, yeah, we'll get that connection going.
There you go.
Hey, Shannon, we apologies to Shannon too as well. She's supposed to come on the podcast last week.
Okay.
But we had obviously we had a couple hosts that were out.
Yeah.
So yeah, but Shannon, we'll work something out. Let me know your schedule is, and we'll build it around you, and we'll go from there.
Absolutely.
So if you're available this week, I have no problem running another one.
Run another one?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it. Absolutely not. Nah, I wouldn't mind doing that at all.
Friday.
You know, huh?
I can do Friday right now.
Yeah.
I could do Friday.
I can do Friday.
Friday.
I could do Friday too as well.
Friday, yeah.
We got BNY on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm about to say. So yeah, we could do another one on Friday.
The
prime time.
Prime time, baby.
Fridays.
The,
so yeah,
Showtime special.
Showtime special. That Showtime love, baby.
Yeah, man, we've been on here for a bit.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Shannon. Oh, she said she with it. Oh, wait. So you're saying you cool with Friday, Shannon? That's what you're saying you cool with? Let us know in the chat box so we know exactly what you're talking about. And anybody else, just to kind of tie things up right now, because we've been running for a while.
Yeah, we've been running for 3 hours,
you know, anyone that catches this in real talk, man, if you guys checking out the last bit of the show, y'all already know in BNY fan group and on our personal pages. If y'all want to call in, we have the capabilities. Call in and give us y'all 2 cents. And any sort of contributions, man, as far as like tapping into the chat. Yo, we here for it because this is what drives the conversations, and we love to have the ladies' perspective and all this. Our daily contributor has been a little bit tied down with some personal things, so you know she hasn't been able to make it up here. But You know what I'm saying? Like when she's back and she's ready to go, she's gonna be here. But until then, ladies, call in, chime in.
We'll set up a side number.
Yeah, get
Make it
a little bit easier. Something different.
Yeah, side number. Now you can call it from there. But yeah, we work on that on post production.
Yeah, absolutely.
But appreciate y'all. All love, always.
Fellas. So we done been through all 3 topics, man. Y'all got any little quick hits, a little last thing to kind of take us out?
Look, if you don't have the family support system to vet a spouse, hiring a private investigator may not be a bad thing. If you got the funds for it, millionaire doctors,
Yeah.
a prenup also is not a bad move at all. Highly encouraged.
NBA prospect.
Come on now. All right. Be careful who you sleeping with. You gotta do some research on these people. And if all those fails, the BNY investigators are always fit out for a case.
We always down.
Hey, I remember Scruff McGruff, Chicago, Illinois.
60652.
Exactly.
Scruff
Come on
McGruff,
now.
though.
Hey, we ain't got no jingle like that, but we here, all right?
Okay.
We here. Just hit us up.
Shannon says she's down for Friday with the smiley, cheesy emojis.
Hey, it's done. We're locking in. I'll text Shannon.
Boom.
Lock it in.
Nick, man, last takes, man, hot takes. What's going on? Take us out, man. What you got for us?
Hot takes. I think I'll say we didn't really get to touch on the black church thing too much, right? But I'll just say this, right? I think getting back to that would solve a lot of things, right? And I think us going back into trying to date people with intention and a purpose out in these streets is real hard because you don't know people's intention or their purposes.
It's tough.
You don't know. But when you got a singles ministry or where you in a church full of like-minded folks and you got this girl and you know she hearing the same thing that you hear and y'all can get aligned on the same page. Not only that, but when you dating, this is real stuff, man. Like, this is some stuff other cultures do, right? I would love to see singles ministries. I'd love to see couples go on dates with chaperones. Have some body in the background. Make sure niggas don't get too fresh.
What age group we talking
Oh,
about?
this nigga.
no.
This
The
now
chaperone.
you're tripping right. You are tripping right now, bro.
What age group? What, 12? 11? A chaperone.
I'm talking. Look,
You want me to chaperone?
I'm talking celibacy.
Man, talking about a threesome. That's
No,
what he's
I'm
Yeah,
talking.
you talk. What we talking about?
Hey,
You
the
talking about
chaperone.
Hey,
the
we'll see if Miss
deacon.
Gladys might be down. We'll never know. But listen,
This class gonna be your
Rick,
chaperone.
Nick want the deacon of the board going to have to approve all
Look, I know we're talking civil rights, but
social
goddamn,
gatherings.
we go to bowling and
kind of area you taking it back
and
to?
Miss Martina gonna be in the back watching. And don't I want to see niggas grab no booties, no cheeks.
Virgin daiquiris on deck.
For like a preteen, I get where he's coming from.
no,
You're talking like a 25-year-old.
I'm talking about adults, man. I'm talking about adults who are trying to do the right thing the right way.
You're tripping.
No, I'm talking about adults trying to do the right thing the right way.
We gonna say this one. We gonna table that one for Friday. We gonna get back into
We're gonna
this.
tell you what that was. That's a clip. That's a hot take for real. Yeah, that's a clip.
That's
This
a trailer.
nigga-
That's what it is.
Y'all love Jesus or not? That's what
You are tripping.
God damn.
But you're not gonna tell some grown ass adults.
You gonna be what?
You
Watching me?
gonna have Sister May sitting between that. Now, hold on now, the hands getting a little too close, y'all.
Yeah,
No,
leave
No
it to
hand
Jesus.
touching across the
It's that
table
goddamn
at
Dave
dinner.
Chappelle skit with the ghost. I see the back ghost watching. I see you watching us.
But
Man,
think about it, right? Like, just really
Play pottery date.
Put yourself in that scenario, right? Where you not dating somebody, you courting them. You're courting them.
I don't need the
For-
head of
for-
the usher board to
Oh,
court
hell.
someone present at my dates
For 6
to court
months.
her. Okay, I don't need her there
Yeah, I don't need Deacon so
with her white gloves and very loud hat. And I'm trying to eat at Ruth Chris or something.
You
And she's in the.
ain't got to pay for her. She can sit at the bar. You ain't got
She gonna be sitting at the bar. You
She
better
ain't
not
gonna
wear
be
no dress.
there.
to drink a seltzer.
First of all, she ain't gonna be sitting there with a seltzer.
Hey, this
First
man Nick.
Thessalonians
With
and a little shepherd said,
don't mind me, y'all.
"I be y'all. Just y'all enjoy y'all
Yeah, all
day.
right.
Yeah. Keep it holy.
A chaperone.
Yo, you wild. Yeah, that's the trailer all day right
Listen,
there.
maybe that's chaperone, but Can y'all can you really do celibacy?
You want to go? You talking about like, if you're talking about like a singles retreat, all right, that's one thing.
I'm talking about real life.
Nah, bro, you
We
tripping.
talking celibacy. Nah, we ain't talking even no self pleasure.
Thank you, Shannon. Shannon, like, nah, this nigga's tripping. She said, it's a
Shannon.
no.
Exactly. Thank you, Shannon.
You not trying to join my church? It's okay. We don't need.
Man, ain't no church. It's got that
Shannon out here promoting Solomon Gomorrah. All right. You gonna be a woman of the night.
Hey, Shannon gonna be here Friday. She coming
Hey,
for
look,
show up in your head too as well.
tripping, man. What are you talking about?
See why I'm dating the Muslim woman.
Yeah, right. Like, what are you talking?
Hey, but y'all do that. I'll be over here in these sheets. All right, I'll see y'all later.
I'm out. You
All right,
tripping?
hey, y'all done? Cause I got
let's
I got
do it.
cheeks to get.
Hey, hey, bring up that outro screen.
Yo,
Play that video. Go for their last words, man. What you?
hey, look, other than Nick tripping hardcore right now.
Fucking chaperone.
Goddamn chaperone. Look, y'all heard it.
I'm chaperone the dates for adults.
Hey, look, if y'all like what y'all saw, man, tune in on Friday. We'll be back with another special guest.
BNY Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm gonna plug BNY Wednesday. But if y'all like tonight, man, we'll be back on Friday with Lessons in Love. We got another special guest, Shannon. Appreciate you coming through, your commitment. You're locked in. Other than that, this Wednesday we got What a Effing Week with BNY. Check that out, where we talk about all the craziness that's going on in the world today, and we give our little spin and perspective on it. Other than that, fellas,
Wait, hold a second. Shannon asked, can we do next Monday?
I could do that actually.
you can do next Monday.
Next Monday.
We can do Friday,
Literally just
Monday.
text me
We
right
just,
now.
like do all types of stuff, but it is what it is.
We can do that. That's easy.
We'll make it happen.
Next episode, chaperones.
Yeah. There it is. Other than that, yo,
Shannon got a chaperone. She got
on the way
chaperone
out. Rick, hit us with your one liner, man.
Hey, all love for y'all, everybody. Thanks for holding it down a little bit. Got back late, so appreciate it. And the words of me, one.
Put your sweats on, put your sweats on.
There it is.
I got chaperones, baby.
That is fucking crazy.
Talking late night for you. Let me lay that time on you. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will.